This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
This is a PSA, or public sock announcement. Experts have declared Bombas socks as the best way to warm up chilly feet. These pairs are super cushy, soft, and designed for maximum coziness. Plus, for every pair purchased, another pair will be donated, so someone in need of essential clothing can stay warm this winter. Go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
I always heard that his herb was top shelf. I just could not wait to find out for myself.
Don't knock it till you've tried it. Well, I've tried it, my friend. And I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I learned a hard lesson in a small Texas town.
He fired up a fat boy and he passed him around.
The last words I spoke before they tucked me in.
I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I'll never smoke
weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I hopped on his old bus, the Honeysuckle Road.
The party was Vegas, it was after the show.
Alone in the front lounge, just me and him.
With one parting puff, Grim Creeper sat in. I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
Now we're passing the guitar, telling good jokes.
I know one's a-comin' 'cause I'm smelling smoke.
No, I do not partake. I just let it pass by.
With a smile on my face and a great contact high. I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
In the fetal position, with drool on my chin,
I messed up and smoked weed with Willie again.
His ankle almost went into his butthole, you know? I mean, you bend over like that. Hi.
These are on.
Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee is here at the news desk.
Hi, chick.
Hi there.
Look like a little snow bunny, Christy.
Check
I love
local
that look.
listings, but that's why I'm dressed like this.
That looks like something Teddy Ruxpin would wear.
Do you want to cuddle?
I think you look like a scrumptious sugar cookie.
Thank you.
There you go. There's your cuddler.
That's sweet.
Cuddle up with him. Scoot the pizza boxes out of the way. And I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing
You know
that.
what?
mean.
You were just doing what you've been
yes.
trained to do.
You know where I learned it? I learned it from you, Dad.
Chick, I forgive you.
Thank
it's
you.
not your fault.
Thank you.
No, Chick.
You may have noticed
It's not your fault.
2023 is the year of the no Josh food jokes, Tom.
What?
How did you even
Starting
phrase
now?
that?
Did you say-
What, you starting today?
Did you say 2023?
I forget what I said.
Are you 25 days late?
I'm
and
indulging
starting?
in my first cup of coffee in a matter of seconds.
Oh, that'll be delightful.
Welcome to the show. That's Josh Allen. Do you know where he's sitting, Chick
That'll
McGee?
be really delightful. Get that sweetener ready.
He's sitting at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk and chair.
That's
Hello.
him.
Very good. Would you care to continue?
I'd be happy to, yes, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
What were you going to say, Josh?
It's not your fault.
Thank you, Josh.
No, Chick. It's not your fault.
Really? Are you sure?
Chick.
Huh?
It's not your fault.
Okay.
Anybody know what we're doing?
Goodwill
No,
Hunting.
I have no idea what you're doing.
Thank you, Willie.
What are you doing?
Goodwill Hunting.
Great.
Oh, it's been a while.
Never saw it.
Oh, it's worth a look. Eh?
It's probably available for free with a lot of commercials on one of the free networks you have at your house.
Either that or you were watching Keenan or something. Something good, I would imagine. Or a rerun of Alf or... Hi, Willie.
Hey, Chick. Good morning, man.
Young Rock.
Young Rock.
People seem to enjoy that, right? I've not seen it.
It is
What
actually,
that?
it's not funny, but it's fun to watch because they have people supposedly the wrestlers impersonating the wrestlers of the 80s and 90s.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's real.
So they kind of look like
Bam Bam Bigelow will show up. Or,
Andre the
neat.
Giant's not 7 foot; he's like 6'2", but
I'm Chick
Wow.
Tom. And
So it's like most movies, The Way We Weren't.
did you see the ratings for the Cowboys 49ers game? You want to take a guess at what they
Well,
were?
I was
Unless
just-
you've seen them.
No, I have not. And I was just saying yesterday that there's a stat out there that the top 100 TV shows viewed in the last year, I think it was 96 of them were NFL games.
Something like that, man.
And a disproportionate number of Cowboy games, even just random regular season games, are way up there. So the fact that the Cowboys aren't in the playoffs will probably affect the ratings, although they'll still be just fine.
And proving the point that, people will say, well, the NFL, all that's fixed.
They want the big teams.
They want the big teams. Well, if that were the case, the Cowboys would be in every playoff game.
And they're not.
Because a 46, Tom.
Whoa! I was going to guess in the 20s.
A 46.
That's 46 million.
You know what the NBA Finals get? The Finals. This was just a playoff game in the NFL, not a championship game. The NBA gets 6 or 7.
I know I'm going, and I know this is a very annoying question, but is it 6 or 7 million for the NBA Finals on average, or if it's a guaranteed Game 7, is there more? Because the finals aren't always.
I think it's. I think if there were, it can't be any more than like 8 or 9.
I would think it'd be higher than that. But to put it in perspective, in the early 70s, All in the Family would get like a 31.
Right.
Now, the best sitcom would get
Alf. Would get
well, not Alf. I mean, in contemporary television, having 5-6 million is huge. But
it's a big hit, man.
The go-to place for sporting events, obviously, the networks. They have live sports. That's where it's. That's
where
where
they
it's
make their
happening.
money.
And think about this.
They have
HI.
the eyeballs, as they say.
Think about this, HI. If you want to watch commercials on network television, you almost have to watch a live sporting event because that's the only. Everybody, I can't imagine. I got to get home at 9:00. My program's on. No, I can watch it whenever the hell I choose. That's the way we do it now.
Excuse me, but I like to watch American Idol every Tuesday at 8.
Live.
I get home
on my TV.
I get a snack ready and a Sprite Zero.
All right.
Do you have any destination TV you watch besides football?
Nope.
You don't watch the news?
Well, in the morning I watch the news, and I try to watch Lester at night if I don't
I
fall
watch
asleep.
CBS Sunday morning. I like
Fall
that.
asleep in my
There
chair.
are a few things, but it's
that is
interesting.
good.
But the ratings are terrific for the playoffs, and they've had the NFL has had a terrific year for great games.
And the CBS app, you can watch.
I know, but
Sunday morning.
One blowout last week. That's it.
Oh yeah, the Eagles.
Only one out of reach. But and then you have said off the air.
Yep.
That you have made your picks for this week. And I don't expect you to.
I'm going to put them up on my Instagram, the Chick McGee, coming up later. I'm going to put them up there way early. I'm absolutely certain.
Would you say things are looking pretty good?
I'm going to tell you this. linebackers. Listen to me now, believe me later. Linebackers.
Okay.
It's a big key in my picking. Okay.
Not injuries.
No.
Okay. It'll be fun. We'll soon look forward to that.
The Bengals have beaten the Chiefs four times, somewhere around there, with a healthy Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows?
On a different note, Rihanna. Sorry, I'm not familiar with her work. I'm sure it's excellent.
She's great.
But Chris Stapleton is going to sing the national anthem.
That's terrific.
That's the thing. That's a great call.
Yeah, I'd rather him do the halftime show, quite honestly, but that's just my taste.
Yeah, I'm surprised I don't mix it up a little bit.
The demographics and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, I think they're under pressure for certain things. But yeah.
There's no doubt.
You're 100% absolutely. Right. I mean, look what they hired a couple years ago to manage so you're going to be getting a particular type of music. I'm just thinking it would be nice if they mixed it up a little bit.
You want the Who and Paul McCartney?
No, I would be happy with
Dickie Betts and.
No, I would be happy with a country artist perhaps and whatever else they've got.
It'll be a fun spectacle. They always are.
Yeah. It'll be a spectacle.
I'll be watching the Puppy Bowl.
All right.
Actually,
that'll be fun, too.
I'll probably be asleep.
There's a 3-legged puppy this year.
Oh.
I hope his name's Trey. I don't know if it is. Very excited.
What else is happening in sports? You want to give us the teaser?
We got a new member of the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame, which I did not get to vote in again, the Baseball Writers Association of America. Of course, they need 75% of the vote to get in, and of course...
I wish it was as difficult to get into the United States Senate as it is to get into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
It was almost that difficult to get a speaker.
Will they ever get it together over there?
And of course,
I was in my glove compartment yesterday. I found some classified documents.
Did you?
Those things are everywhere.
Apparently, we all have them.
I think the problem is what is classified now.
Can you imagine how bored we'd be reading whatever?
I'm sure it's like classified document about where you can park at the Pentagon. It's not like they've got the launch codes.
Magnificent line from The Onion this morning.
Yes.
It's a picture of Joe Biden smiling, and the caption is, "A delighted Joe Biden giggles and claps as the FBI pulls out classified documents behind his ear."
Seems everybody's got them.
Yeah.
I got them in my glove box.
Australian Open, we got a couple things to tell you about that.
You got ski thing?
I got...
What ski thing?
Michaela Schifrin. Michaela Schifrin, sorry.
No, she's the best.
Yeah, she's the world. She's won the most now. She passed Lindsey Vonn. However, Lindsey Vonn has kissed Tiger Woods many more times.
True.
Than Michaela Schifrin.
I think Michaela's got a better sense of humor.
Why do you think that?
Because
you know nothing about her.
Because during the Olympics, when she had a real rough go, she actually joked around about it a little bit.
She seems to have.
She seems.
Lindsay may have a great sense of humor, but she doesn't show it as often.
Yeah, that could be. That could be.
Do you see the little crown they put on her? Because she's a girl and she's the princess now.
You know how athletic she is?
She
could come in here. She could take a Q-tip and kill you with it.
Oh, my gosh.
See, I don't think so.
She could kick us in the groin and we would literally cough up our
the type of skiing they're doing? Do you know how they get the slopes ready? They make them all ice. She's an incredible badass.
That doesn't make her a better person or necessarily stronger than me.
She skis, so by definition, better person.
But we all know.
Okay.
I'm as weak as a kitten.
Right now, we have a lot to get to here.
More outlandish claims from you about the halftime at the Super Bowl.
Pat Godwin, alert.
Gotcha.
Yesterday, we didn't get enough of Today in History. And yesterday, of course, who can forget the sad news about the death of the actor who portrayed Fuji on the great show McHale's Navy. Horns, please.
You know, that's a piccolo.
Just a second. Huge horns coming. Wait, stand by. Right about here. It's one of the great themes of all time. More horns right now. Watch.
Please remember.
What?
This is what Tom thinks should be at the halftime of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff like this.
That's a great TV theme song, one of the finest ever.
And have Ernest Borgnine wheeled out.
And sadly, the gentleman who portrayed Fuji on McHale's Navy died.
Due to advanced age. I think it was 109.
What we missed was Neil Diamond's birthday.
We did.
When we come back, Pat, I know that you're a fan, as I am. Can we have a little tribute?
Sure.
Okay, thank you very much. Right now, speaking of tributes, you got to get her something. You know what I'm talking about. Valentine's Day. How far away is it, Christy Lee?
A few weeks.
I caught her.
Well, the 14th, it's the 25th. I can't do the math that quick.
I can't do it at all. The point is, Valentine's Day is a-comin', and we've got something for you from Steven Singer Jewelers. The brand new rose, the color this year is periwinkle, which I learned is kind of a bluish, purpley, violet indigo. How
Pretty.
about that? It's these are the gold-dipped roses. Who's the biggest fan? Josh's mom. That's right. Don't forget, for Valentine's Day, you've got all those potential Valentines out there. I'm talking about moms and sisters and lovers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's where Steven Singer Jewelers comes in. Of course, lots of great jewelry. But this year, don't forget the new color of the gold-dipped rose. 24-karat gold, my friends, an American Beauty rose. These are collectible, and they start at about $59. Exclusively available at Steven Singer Jewelers. So here's what you do. You go to IHateStevenSinger.com. and check them out. If you order that today, it'll go out before 2 o'clock Eastern Time if you get that order in, for example, right now. So you'll have it in time. You won't be the guy buying flowers that probably came from a cemetery from a guy under a bridge. $50. They'll last till tomorrow. No, do the right thing. Get something cool from IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell the Bob and Tom Show sent you. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, we have Santa Claus in the news. We have really cool Chat GPT news. You following this whole thing?
No.
What?
It's the robots that are taking exams and writing papers.
I have heard some of there's
the AFC NFC Championship game, and the most popular sport in America is this weekend.
Yeah.
But we'll be talking about skiing when we come back.
Well, I'm just hoping the news about Santa is he's enjoying a vacation.
Oh,
my
no.
gosh.
Well,
It's pretty good, Sanders. And then, are you sitting down, Josh?
Yeah.
In spite of what I've said about how I'm not doing any jokes about anything with regard to food, with respect to you, I'm glad you're sitting down because we have really cool. I'm very excited about this. I told my girls about it last night. Huge news about Oreo cookies.
Okay.
And it's very good news.
All right.
Is it the picture on them?
No. You wait till you hear about it.
I love the pictures.
It's good news. We're coming back with it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Ready to optimize your nutrition this year? Factor has chef-made gourmet meals that make eating well easy. They're dietitian approved and ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes, so you can fuel right and feel great, no matter what life throws at you.
Factor arrives fresh and fully prepared, perfect for any active, busy lifestyle. You could lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks with Factor Keto Meals, based on a randomized, controlled clinical trial with Factor Keto. Results will vary depending on diet and exercise.
With 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's easy to pick meals tailored to your goals. Choose from preferences like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or Keto. Factor can help you feel your best all day long with wholesome smoothies, breakfasts, grab-and-go snacks, and more add-ons.
Reach your goals this year with ingredients you can trust and convenience that can't be beat.
Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/factorpodcast and use the code FACTORPODCAST to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code FACTORPODCAST at factormeals.com/factorpodcast to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
What would we do without you? You're so goofy.
Just trying to distinguish the fact that those are two different people.
Huh?
There's Christy Lee at the news desk wearing her stuffed animal sweater.
No, I don't care if you don't like
It looks
my
lovely,
sweater.
Chrissy. It's very cute. You look like you just want a nice big hug.
It looks silly. You're a grown woman.
It looks like
Wear
you're
a sweater.
doing après ski. You've been on the slopes all day. You're going to sit down and have a hot toddy.
Again,
I
you
like
and
a
the
hot toddy.
skiing.
I like to ski.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Well, because you're so short, you don't have very far to fall.
That is
far to
far to fall. That's true.
It's going to be one of those days. Can't remember people or different people. He's having this huge discussion with Josh streaming about
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron
Turns out it
Rodgers.
was Tom Brady, but
and then Josh goes, I believe that was Tom Brady. And he goes, oh, yeah.
they're both dickish. Though.
I explained
There's
that
Josh
they're,
Arnold
that they're different people.
at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi there.
Tom got a big laugh with that off the air. He's trying to
did?
get it off on the air now.
Well, both are fielding annoying questions about what they're going to do with their future.
That's exactly precisely the point.
Well, what are reporters supposed to do other than their jobs, Tom? What if you were a sports reporter?
I did like the one gentleman's response. Go ahead. We'll talk about this.
There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Yeah.
I got a Tom Brady rumor, too, and I'm sure it's Tom Brady. I'm Chick. Here's Tom.
The guy did. I liked his response. He goes, well, it's only the question that everyone wants to know the answer to. So he was kind of like, Tom, give me a little bit of a break here.
And my man Ace tells me that it was Jim Gray, and he
Right.
kind of knows what he's doing. So
Yeah, and they're buddies, aren't they?
They have the podcast together.
Yeah.
supposed to be.
But what's he going to say? Give him just
the fact that the guy is in a fetal position somewhere with the year he's had.
Oh, come on!
He's got a hit movie coming out.
He can literally use $100 bills for tissues, and it's not going to affect him at all.
It's hard to talk to you about it because you hate money so much. But
No, it's not that I hate money. It's just that he throws a ball and he's going to be a billionaire in 4 years, right?
But he still lost a lot of money, lost a wife. Who knows what his kids are saying
Well,
to
see,
him?
I've long been on this side of that argument. People, oh, you got divorced? Oh, I'm sorry. No! No!
Well-
Let's have a parade!
Even
Are you
good
nuts?
stress is still stress.
I mean, just give the guy a little breathing.
Being scrutinized nonstop, it's got to suck.
I can't wait until you get out of a Oh, never mind.
I don't know.
That was
comedically, I guess I appreciate it, but I don't know what the point is.
it's a little rough. I think it was just a general dig is what he was going for.
No, Josh, you have a fear of commitment.
What is this? What do you? Did you watch Dr. Phil last night? What's going on here?
And you know what? It's not your fault. No, Josh, it's not your fault.
Okay, yeah.
Let's talk a little bit of sports here. First off, we've got some good news.
Oh, yeah, let's let you do it about skiing. Yeah.
We're not going to talk about skiing.
What's the good news, Tommy?
I mentioned this earlier. Chris Stapleton is a great artist. He's going to be doing the national anthem.
No,
that's cool.
Who's doing the rest of the songs?
Do you remember, by the way, that when Aretha Franklin did the national anthem, they actually, the ref threw a flag for delay of game. She sang for so long.
I think everybody in America, when Aretha started the national anthem, we all either said to ourselves or out loud, uh-oh, this is going to take a while.
Go for some chips and dip and come right back.
If Chris Stapleton was singing one of his songs, I'd be on board, but I don't want to hear him sing the national anthem.
Yeah, I'm with Chick on this one.
What do you mean?
What?
I don't. The song is horrible.
What is wrong? Why don't you move to Canada?
Get John Gary.
There's a terrible song. Oh, Canada.
Get Jack Jones.
Neither of those are terrible. What are you talking about?
Star Spangled Banner. Ooh,
I'd rather hear Oh Canada. It's a better song.
Do you guys remember last year they had a young woman play America the Beautiful on electric guitar?
There you go.
That was awesome. I could get behind that again.
And
I think America the Beautiful is going to be Babyface, right? Is that correct?
Yeah. He also likes Baby Play.
Oh, does he?
No.
Where's my
Change
passy?
Diaper me.
No, I think it's. I mean, it's. I like the fact that they're mixing it up, and Chris Stapleton is he's amazing.
Yeah, he's going to kill it.
This sounds like an ABBA song.
That's just the vocalist.
Yeah, but they sound synthesized.
I know what they said.
We are all white as snow.
Well, that's
and the rockets red glare.
Some people are white, Tom. You're going to have to accept that.
The odd choice to me was Cheryl Lee Ralph from Abbott Elementary.
Abbott Elementary, yeah.
She's singing Lift Every Voice.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And Chick, remember her on It's a Living from the 80s sitcom?
I believe it was.
No.
It's a livin', was it?
Oh, they did the apostrophe.
I think so.
I think so.
That Abbott Elementary is one fun little show.
Yeah,
if you have not
she's
checked
great.
it out, it is a great
I'm sorry.
little
What is
show.
she doing?
She's doing Lift Every Voice.
How do you
Lift Every
say?
Voice.
Is it?
What's that?
It's a song.
It's a
Lift
really
every
good
voice
song.
and sing.
Is it is it Kenta Brunson or Quinta Brunson? Or
I think it's Kenta Brunson, but I'm not sure. She's great. She's really funny.
I should probably learn how to say her name before I abduct her.
Is this part of the beginning of the show?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of other songs besides just Chris Stapleton singing. Yeah, I gave the list to Chick, but I don't know what
And I stand corrected. It's a living. What a bummer.
I just like the theme song.
Isn't Ann Gillian in that? The vocal.
Yes.
Because, Ann Gillian is the comedy. What.
Yeah, your Gail Edwards.
That was an interesting show.
Interesting.
I didn't say fun, yes.
Crystal Bernard. Cheryl Lee Ralph and Jillian. Yeah,
Crystal Bernard went on to be in Wings, another hilarious
show.
that
actress Louise Lasser. Remember her?
Yeah.
Married to Woody Allen.
Was she Mary Hartman?
Yes, Mary Hartman.
That was funny for about 5 minutes.
The
Fernwood Tonight.
National anthem, of course. I guess the most famous version is Carl Lewis.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Remember this?
I think last weekend was the 30th anniversary of that.
Really?
For the ramparts we watch with so gallantly streaming.
So far, so good.
And the rockets red flag.
See, you got the key to this is Pat.
Starting at low.
You got to start low.
However,
you got to go. Say, if you start at your normal, you're not gonna make it.
Done.
This is the most popular live song sung in front of a crowd. I don't think there's any denying this.
And take me out to the ball game.
Is this Ditka?
It's Ditka.
Tempo, Mike.
It gets faster and faster. Home team, not the Cubbies.
The organ player, he found it.
He's trying.
Yeah, I'll just skip these next 6 notes. We'll get right to this one. Once again, the great athlete Carl Lewis. Okay, thank you, Carl. Okay, sorry. Let's move on here. We have Chick McGee over there at the sports desk. But before we get to that, yesterday and today in history.
That was yesterday.
The birthday of Neil Diamond, is that correct?
Yes, 82 years old.
82 years old.
He's got some good songs.
Many.
The early stuff's real good.
Many great songs, of course.
A fine songwriter, too.
I've told you this story.
Turn your mic on there, Willie.
Oh, sorry. I said I love Old Man. I love Harvest Moon. I love...
That's Neil Young.
Neil Young.
Sorry?
Okay. There was an automobile dealer in Dayton, Ohio area that played on loop America by Neil Diamond in the showroom.
All the time.
All day long.
I hope it was a
you
one-story
imagine?
building so the sales guys didn't jump.
Whoa.
Love it. Love that song.
No, but I mean...
But on loop, yeah.
All day,
It's rough.
every
To
day.
America today.
Too much of a good thing. Do you have a tribute to Neil Diamond?
Sure. Happy birthday, Neil. Birthday song sung for me. Hell, I'm 82 now. Hope I make it to 83. My toupee is glued now. I'll make it stick, darling. Please don't sing the bum 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 during Sweet Caroline. Right, Tommy? Or I'll get up from this chair, and kick you from behind. Lose my freaking mind. Oh, song sung to me. Throw a little party. Here, call James Taylor, Paul Simon, and Artie. Happy birthday to me.
Thank you very much, Neil.
Glad you're enjoying yourself, Neil.
Hey, where am I?
Yeah, I think I'm in the minority of the people that
No, you're not.
hate the da-da-da Sweet Caroline.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't
Didn't
stand
he do
it.
that live not long ago?
Yeah.
You don't like fun sing-along songs.
No, it's just that what I don't like about it, that was the thing that was associated with a particular place, and now everybody has to do it. It's like the team mascots. If one has one, then they all have the identical one, and there's no.
Yeah. It's got to be original.
It's like the generic team names, like the Guardians or the Commanders.
Oh, strong names, powerful.
We do have Guardians news coming up today.
Guardians.
It's actually pretty funny.
We will protect and guard.
Okay,
very good.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
But yeah.
Speaking of baseball,
Yes, sir.
you want to do that?
Sure. What do you got?
Third baseman Scott Rowland, of course, known by his nickname, Rockin'.
Yep.
He's been elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame all his career, Tom. Here comes The Rock, they'd say.
No idea.
Rocky!
Yeah, they would.
Rockin'.
Scott Rowland's
on
great.
on his Hall of Fame plaque, it says Scott Paren
Rockin'
Rowland. Absolutely.
He is a hell of a player. Deserves to be in there.
Well, I don't know.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's see the evidence here. 7-time All-Star, 8-time Gold Glove winner. Yeah, maybe he's
okay. You're okay with it? You would have voted for him?
Yeah. 76.3% of the vote. And, of course, you're notable by omission. No Barry Bonds, no Roger Clemens, no a couple other guys who...
Pete Rose.
Was on the juice. Well, Pete wasn't on the juice, but he's on the...
He's maybe
on the take
right now.
No, not really on the take.
We're a couple years away from having actual gambling booths at all the stadiums.
What do you think? No, there is a gambling kiosk at Reds Park or whatever.
Didn't Pete Rose make the first bet in Ohio?
I think he might have.
I thought it was like a promotional thing. Yeah.
You know, it's been long enough. Why can't we?
Yeah, no
can't do
joke.
something. You can't give him even just a little corner that says, "Hey, he would normally be in here."
Right.
You know what they should do? Bring Paul Giamatti to a game and tell him he's in the Hall of Fame because
his father
Bart
was his dad.
Stained the game. That's what he said. Yeah, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Like a shart.
I love that song. Like a shart. One of Bob Seger's.
Hey, Bob, do you think we can change the lyric?
Lesser known.
Tommy Paul has reached his first Grand Slam semifinal, ended the surprising run of Ben Shelton by winning their All-American matchup, 7-6, 6-3, 5-7, 6-4 at the Aussie Open. Paul is a 25-year-old from Jersey.
What sport is this?
Tennis. His victory makes him the first man from the... I got funny stuff coming up here.
Oh, sorry.
From the United States to make it... to make it to the semifinals. What are you laughing at? You're going to copy it down and say it later, okay? So just pay attention.
All right.
He's the first one to make the Final Four at Melbourne Park since Andy Roddick movies.
Erotic movies.
Andy Roddick.
Erotic movies.
Andy Roddick movies.
Nice. That was cool.
Bravo!
Really well done. It
I
took
thought
a
you
bit
didn't
for
like
me to get
wordplay.
it.
I don't like you. There's a difference. Paul will face the Joker and let's see, Stefanos Tsitsipas.
Oh yeah, what is
City Papa?
Lake Titicaca is the word you're looking for.
Yeah.
And Karen Kakhanov. It's a guy. His name's Karen.
Huh.
I don't
Is he like Eastern European or something?
Yeah.
But his last name.
Kakhanov.
Yeah, you're not kidding, baby.
Oh, really?
You got that and then some.
All right. Write this down. Khachanov.
Kakhanov.
All right.
That's you're not getting Kakhanov.
You need one of those.
You're not getting enough, is that what you're saying? Thank you very much.
More sports coming up as soon as I find it.
Do better. You're not getting Kakhanov.
Thank you, Doctor.
Don't say it like that.
And another Super Bowl halftime idea.
Oh.
Coming up. It's right in Tom's.
Is this an actual
sweet
thing
spot.
that's going to happen?
For the benefit of this conversation, yes.
Okay.
So that's a lie.
All right.
Okay.
And now, also coming up in the news, we have this headline: Cannabis users have better sex while high.
Cool. Very cool.
Why do you think so many people have cannabis?
I think people who are high think they're having better
That could
sex.
be, yeah.
Well, there's a new study from East Carolina University and North Carolina State University. And we're going to find out what they have to say about human sexual contact while under the influence of cannabis.
All right.
Also, we have, for the second day in a row, a burglar who apparently doesn't know where the bathroom is.
Oh no!
Yeah,
number one or number two?
Oh, it's a deuce in the sink.
Yeah. Well, it's all pipe.
Oh, boy.
Have you ever done that in the shower?
Oh, there's a garbage disposal.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out about.
Have you ever
all
lost
these unfortunate things?
Have you gotten confused and in the shower?
We have to move forward here, of course.
Wasn't a thought.
Oh God!
Santa news and very interesting Chat GPT news. But right now, I want to talk to you about being safe at your home and being comfortable even when you're not there, thanks to Simply Safe. They keep winning all the awards. Tell me more, Chick McGee.
You know that property crimes like burglaries and package thefts go up over the winter. That's right. And, of course, now is the best time to secure your home, give you peace of mind with award-winning home security and Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system. How good is it? Well, it was Simply Safe again named the best home security of 2022 by U.S. News & World Report for the third year in a row. 24/7 professional monitoring agents use Fast Protect technology exclusively from Simply Safe, capturing critical evidence and getting faster police dispatch. And, of course, Simply Safe whole home security, advanced sensors for every room, window, and door, HD security cameras inside and out, and smarter ways to detect motion that alert you only when a threat is real. And that Simply Safe app, you can check in with your house anytime as long as you got your phone with you. Disarm, arm, anytime, anywhere, unlock for a guest, see who's standing on your porch for no reason, adjust system settings, all for less than $1 a day. Customize the perfect system for your home, then install it yourself in just a few minutes. Go to simplysafetom.com today. Claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much. Coming up, we have fascinating stuff in the news and the world of sports, including huge news from the Oreo people. Mm-hmm. And also an interesting thing that occurred on a soccer field in the UK.
Can you just eat one Oreo?
Yeah.
Well,
don't ask.
You skew everything.
Yeah, okay, she's ruining the whole
You gotta
thing.
eat 6.
When we come back,
half dozen.
someone got their oil checked on the pitch, if you know what I mean. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This NFL season, every Westwood One NFL broadcast streams live for free. Listen in the NFL app, on WestwoodOneSports.com, via Westwood One station streams, or by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. If it's the NFL, it's on Westwood One. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Coming up.
Oh my goodness, you caught me. We're having a party. It's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news
hello,
desk.
Chick.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much, man.
Good. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
I've been told I need to sound more casual.
More casual?
Yeah, the guy in the mirror.
How about more attentive?
In the bathroom. I'm sorry, what? There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
You've been talking to the man in the mirror?
Oh, yeah. He's got a lot of ideas for me.
Does he?
Has he been asking you to change your ways?
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
The man
in the mirror.
The boy in my bedroom.
Does anybody else really like...
How does he get away with it?
He didn't.
He kind of did.
I'm going to build a little theme park.
Anybody else love PYT, Pretty Young Thing? I love that song, but it's really uncomfortable listening to it. Yeah.
They're all great.
There's Ace Cosby.
Rockin' Robin.
Good one, Ace. There's Willie Griswold.
I liked it. It's returning to the Jackson 5 stuff.
I'm Chick McGee. Oh, Ben.
That was an audio turd.
Man,
it's a decent flick.
I love that movie.
And
Yeah.
Willard.
Willard?
And Willard,
yes.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Did he do a song for Willard, too? Or was that for Willard?
Is that a sequel?
I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Well, thank you very much.
Willard is a sequel, yeah.
Oh.
I know you were talking
it's a
about
different rap.
yesterday in history, Neil Diamond's birthday. We covered that. Let's see. We had a couple of other things. I'm currently sitting here reading about the great actor Carl Ballantine, who portrayed Gruber in McHale's Navy.
I wish he was making that up.
I do too.
Yeah. One of the great theme songs, certainly, of all time. Ernest Borgnine, Joe Flynn.
Man, that just hits the ear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's great. You don't like? Okay. Well,
Shrill.
It is.
So, Willie, when you were growing up, your dad never made you sit and watch these shows?
No, never.
I know I
Really?
didn't force my taste on them.
Willie, you may have grown up past the days that those were like on at 1 p.m. and 1:30 before all those shows were replaced by Judge Who Gives a Crap.
All we got a lot of Full House because that was kind
Yeah.
of, it was ending as I was growing up.
Okay.
So that was on reruns a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of Friends was on constantly.
Yes.
And then in the back of the car, a lot of like the American Pie movies.
Oh, there you go.
I've never seen any of those. I've never seen an episode of any of those other things. I don't watch that much TV. But I bring it up because of the sad death of Yoshio Yoda, of course, the actor who portrayed Fuji on the show McHale's Navy. He was their POW. And I I know people are going, that's politically incorrect. I think they actually, the character was actually, they were kind of embracing their Japanese friend. It was really about, that we can all get along.
Yeah, he was like their pet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't torturing him. It wasn't a negative.
Their heart was in the right place.
Yeah.
Let's just say
there was no malice. Yes, I'm sure we could go to virtually any university and they would condemn the entire show.
Exactly.
They're
right.
prisoner of war.
Yeah.
Yes.
It wasn't about him being a
Their
prisoner of war.
heart was in the right place when they took that
liked him.
prisoner of
You
war.
can't take
Why
today's
wouldn't I
standards
free
and
him?
apply them to old.
Right.
I've
you
told you
can't.
the story 100 times. One of my father's friends, who was a clerk at the United States Supreme Court with my dad, he was a prisoner of war in Germany. He was shot down. Super brave guy.
Yeah.
He loved the show Hogan's Heroes. Now you can have all the silly, stupid, whatever. It wasn't exactly Stalag 17, but he thought that show was great.
And people forget that those were like sort of almost defense mechanisms to. There were real atrocities going on, and they needed a break.
And I bet you his name wasn't Fuji. It was some kind of nickname for him.
And the show?
Yep.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Well, his name was Yoshio Yoda.
Well, there you go.
Well, that's the actor's name.
Now what is this like? Where the dog Spot plays the dog Rover? Is this what you're saying?
I'm just saying. It's like the Greg Warren bit. Yeah, the guys love me. They call me Snot Bucket. They love me.
Well,
Okay,
there's
he
plenty of that.
portrayed Seaman Third Class Fujiwara Takeo Kobayashi in the American television series McHale's Men.
And he could eat 100 hot dogs.
Sadly, he died at the age of 88. And he was actually a really cool guy. I was reading about him yesterday. He ended up working for Toyota. He was fluent in English and Japanese, and had a great career working for Toyota. So
yes,
good for
very
him.
intelligent.
Take this for what it's worth. I feel like no one else will tell you this, but maybe your day wouldn't be so busy and hectic if you weren't sitting around reading about Carl Ballantine and Fuji and going to meetings.
I was
instead.
swamped. I was swamped yesterday.
I was so swamped.
If he's not doing that, that means he's out there.
Yeah, that's true.
If you Google, Carl Ballantine was a magician of if you Google and watch any Carl Ballantine magic show, you will howl. There's almost nothing that funny on American television right now. Or you could go home and watch The Bachelor. Oh, look, we have 20 narcissists talking to each other.
Isn't that your favorite show, Ace?
30 narcissists?
What's your
Okay,
favorite?
good.
What's your favorite show? I'm sorry to insult you.
My favorite show on TV right now?
Yeah, right now.
The Rookie.
Okay, yeah, that's much better.
What is it? Nathan Fillion, right?
Yeah.
It's an old cop who
He's a former construction worker.
Yeah, he becomes a cop late in life.
Wait a minute. You're
Rookie.
telling me that American television has a cop show?
Yeah.
What a great idea.
Yeah, it's something else.
You didn't
Original.
watch cop shows when you were a kid? One Adam 12? Come on.
Didn't they have the Rookies with Kate?
You watched
Kate
Dragnet?
Yeah.
No, I watched Dragnet because Dragnet was a great show. Even as a kid, you realized this is so awful. It's great.
Do you know that
my God.
Dick Clark was a guest star?
Yep.
Adam 12, which is the same.
Was he really?
Yeah. He played he owned a race course.
Yeah.
It's really worth watching.
Dick Clark ended up owning everything.
That's true. Here you go, Tom. Here's your halftime show because you were saying that.
Well, I was excited because Chris Stapleton, who is a tremendous artist, doesn't matter what kind of music you're into, he's brilliant. He's going to be doing the national anthem.
Yeah, good luck.
Oh, he's great.
This is from Dave. Hey, Tom, maybe you'd rather have the June Taylor dancers at the Super Bowl.
No, I'm just saying mix it up a little bit, fellas.
Are they the ones, the June Taylor
They
dancers?
are, though. They're having Chris Stapleton. They're having Rihanna.
Okay.
Weren't they the ones where they had the overhead camera and that looked like a kaleidoscope down on the floor? Is that them?
That was a bunch of movies. That was all swimming movies. Esther Williams.
I think it was Jackie
Busby
Gleason.
Berkeley. Is that
Yeah.
the guy?
Yeah.
Huh.
No, I'm just saying, mix it up. That's fine. I'm just the halftime is going to be, pronounce it for me.
Rihanna.
How about a magic act? David Blaine.
He can make the stadium disappear.
That would
I'm actually going to see my favorite magician, Justin Willman, here in a couple of weeks.
Let me tell you something.
He's very good.
I love him.
There's a illusion David Blaine does. He walks down the side of a hotel in Vegas. It's crazy.
I love stuff like this.
I don't
See,
know.
Carl Ballantyne would do that, except he'd deliberately fall and then get up and go, well, that was rough.
That's my.
You've got to watch Carl. Just watch Carl Ballantyne. If you don't like it, you probably might want to check out.
Oh, okay.
If you don't find that funny,
All right.
something's wrong with you. Just saying.
All right.
Well, there you go.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
More sports coming up.
Okay.
More sports.
And what, do you want to give us a teaser?
NFC AFC Championship game. Maybe I'll talk more about that.
Okay.
But
How about something stolen?
More likely, I'll talk about skiing, and we've got some world record, and we're promoting the Masters already, and all sorts of stuff.
Okay. And then we have sex. Is it better when you're high on marijuana? Well, according to a new study, it may be. We'll find out about that.
All right.
This is provided you don't fall asleep in the middle of it. Honey? Hello?
And we have a comment from the listener text line. Tom says he doesn't force his tastes on his children. Why aren't the listeners as lucky?
I'm not forcing my taste on.
Wait, yes, you are. Constantly.
Watch The Bachelor. It's important
I love
to
the way you
lose those
criticize
brain
shows
cells.
you've never seen.
Yes, you criticize stuff
Music
you've
you've never
never
heard.
watched.
I think he's right about the Bachelor.
Yeah, that's you can criticize that without having seen it.
It's like
I love looking at beautiful women.
You're forgiven.
Sign up for a porn
as Josh
service.
said, any episode of McHale's Navy is better than Judge Who Gives a Crap.
That's for sure.
Those shows, that's going to help your brain. When we come back, we'll try to enlighten you. How about that? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
O'Reilly. Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This episode is brought to you by Hyundai. Whether you're running errands with the kids or heading on a weekend escape, the new 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid is packed with class-leading advanced safety features like blind spot view monitor, forward collision avoidance assist, and wireless phone charging, so you can stay focused on what really matters. Learn more about the new Tucson Hybrid at HyundaiUSA.com.
Up throughout the day.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Stevens singer's sidekick chair.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee. I have a special report, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, I think we should get right to your special report then. What is
All
this?
right, be patient. Ready?
Oh, time now for mascots in the news.
That's right. Mascots from around the world. Mascots in the news. Apparently, Rudy, R-O-O-T-Y, Rudy, the great root beer bear.
Yes. Wait, is he a root bear?
They call him a great root bear.
Is he the mascot of like Hires Root Beer?
A&W Restaurants.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you've all seen this bear.
For 60 years will sadly have to wear pants.
What?
People didn't want to see his root.
America, this is a treat from A&W Restaurants. America, let's talk. Since 1963, Rudy, the great root bear, has been our beloved spokesbear.
Yes.
We knew people would notice because he's literally a 6-foot-tall bear wearing an orange sweater. But, yes, we get it. Even a mascot's lack of pants can be polarizing.
so to speak.
Therefore, we've decided that Rudy will wear jeans going forward.
Oh, he's going to look cool in jeans. He'll look good.
He looks real cool in jeans. After all, he is unbearably cute and impossible to replace.
He sure is.
But this is a standard cartoon thing.
We are confident.
Donald Duck doesn't wear pants.
Yeah, and we're so tired of seeing their wieners.
Rudy will continue to champion good food and good times for many years.
I'm all for this. I don't need to be looking at these mascots getting all turned on.
Really?
I mean, offended.
We were just talking about root beer floats yesterday, weren't we?
We sure were. Yeah.
Never had one.
Delicious.
That's not a joke, and try to get one. I've never
You
had a
seriously never had a root
never
beer
had
float?
a Diet Pepsi float. Never had a float, actually.
What?
Buddy, you're not living.
No
Never
joke.
You know what? I'm afraid to get you a root beer float because you'll just go into a spiral of addiction. Because you have the first one, and then life's never the same. You're
Is that right?
You're chasing the root beer dragon.
First
And then
one's
it
always
becomes
free, chick.
Like root beer milk. It's so good.
Root beer milk.
Yeah,
I was
'cause
not familiar with Rudy's work, but I don't think the pants are really necessary. But if they insist, they weren't politically corrected into this, were they?
Well, I think that's the only way you can.
Was there some
interpret
organization
this.
that?
Look at this. Here he is wearing a tuxedo. I wonder what the occasion was.
Oh, maybe it was an anniversary.
Now, does the tuxedo have trousers?
We can't tell.
You can't tell. But he's often seen sporting a tam o'shanter, which is very nice.
Yes.
If he's in a tuxedo, that presents the reality that all of the fast food mascots go to a sort of gala at the end of every year.
Yeah.
And Ronald McDonald is there, and he's wearing a tuxedo. The Hamburglar is there. He's also wearing a tuxedo.
Like an award show?
Yes.
I'd like to think it was a wedding.
Who's getting...
The Jolly Green Giant and the Wendy's girl.
Oh,
well, she's dead.
She was reported as saying, "I didn't know he was that big."
Okay, could we move on? What else have you got?
And we've got a Tom Brady update. According to reports, Tom Brady, these people are saying they know where he's headed. Tom Brady reportedly went on a tour of a private school in...
I'm going to guess.
Go ahead.
Tennessee.
Miami for his kids to attend.
Maybe he's retiring.
But, however, Tua Tagovailoa is still the Dolphins quarterback, but Tua has had multiple concussions, and there's real concern.
How many? A Tua, a three?
You sound like
Lawrence
Welk starting a song.
That was insensitive and very funny.
Yes, it was hilarious.
No, wasn't there
and that
something
was a
about
rumor,
him buying into the team or something?
That was
crazy
a rumor
thing?
last year, him buying part of the Dolphins and becoming general manager.
Well, how about that?
So what's the latest with Tua?
Tua,
he had a concussion, and then a Tua.
I apologize.
Now a three.
I thought you really wanted to know.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Rudy the Great Root Bear.
Yeah, Rudy, good to see you, buddy.
What's all this about me having to wear the jeans?
Hands off! Hands off! Hands off!
Yeah, that's what I say.
Did you see? You know what they did, Rudy?
What?
You know, your competition, you got the Hires root beer, and you got the Dad's root beer.
Yeah.
They made Dad put his pants on, pull them up, and zip them up.
Oh, poor Dad.
He was flashing.
No one wants to see a dad with a...
Is that right?
Nice conversation with the bear.
He was flashing, wasn't
He's
he?
laughing so hard, he's snorting. Did everyone hear that?
Bring some weird shower into this.
Oh, my goodness, my goodness.
Well, now, Josh, you have stated that you are a grower, not a shower.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. And it's fine. Because when I grow, baby, I grow.
Yeah.
That's a trick. You kidding me with that?
Yeah, feed the hammer, baby.
Look at this. Now watch me turn it into this. Good God! People should pay tickets. They should pay to see this show.
Look at this. Now watch me turn it into this. Snap.
Close your eyes.
I've thought many times about putting a hat over it. Just to show you.
Come on, ladies. Come on, girls. Come on.
Yeah.
Feed the hammer. Voila.
Okay, what are you saying with feed the hammer?
Well, twice. The tool, you know.
Does that
Well,
sound,
yeah, but what do you...
that sound potent to you some way? Or?
Maybe I'm just
Did one of Janny's friends say that to you in 1968 and you thought it was the coolest thing ever?
I wish.
Oh, Tom, did one of your sister's
yeah,
friends, did you ever hook up with one of your sister's friends?
Unfortunately.
Did you ever
Did you
see
try?
Models.
Ever
Try
see,
flirting?
sneak around, see him naked through the keyhole?
No.
You have an older sister, Willie. Did you ever flirt with her friends?
Yeah, for sure.
Any...
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah!
You kissed him? You saw him naked?
Yeah.
Does she know about it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was she mad or fine?
No, it was when we were working at summer camp too. She was hooking up with my friends. There's not a lot you can do.
Wow.
Happens.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's going to be very happy that I said that on the radio.
See, that's a family.
That sure is.
The family who swaps partners together.
Swapping
stays
partners.
together.
So proud.
It's nice. She's my Eskimo sister.
But we all know your dad doesn't date up.
Interestingly enough, you mentioned your Eskimo sister.
I also am insulted by that somehow.
Yesterday,
Me too.
Yesterday was the anniversary
Of
the Eskimo pie, and as you know, you may recall, the Eskimo pie got politically corrected out of existence.
I wouldn't say that. They just changed their name to the Edie's pie.
Well, they were asked to. I'm not making a judgment, but the anniversary of the, I guess you'd call it now the Edie's pie. Now, describe, Christy. This is not an ice cream sandwich.
No, it's like a vanilla ice cream with a chocolate coating over it.
Right.
Yeah.
On a
I
stick.
think no, it's
No,
not.
it's not on a stick.
I thought it was.
It depends, but no, it's not on a stick.
Because I thought the Klondike bar was not on a stick, but
neither one's on a stick.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I thought the Klondike bar was the Eskimo pie until yesterday.
I thought it
the
was.
The Eskimo pie was invented by Christian K. Nelson in Iowa in 1922 on January 24th. It was released for the first time. And then they were asked to change the name not too long ago, actually, a couple years ago. And they originally were going to change it to the Baby Seal Clubber pie. And that didn't take off. No. So they, what did they do, Pat?
Bye-bye to the Eskimo pie. I hear the name's insensitive, but I'm not sure why. They took away my ice cream back in July. Klondike bar, I'll give you a try.
A nice, sweet tribute.
Josh and I are both correct. The Eskimo pie comes in two versions now.
How about
apparently.
that?
Does it
on
have a stick?
and not with a stick.
I think I prefer stickless.
It came out stickless.
Anyone want to write a poem about stickless? Jake, you want to take this?
There once was
Josh
a man
wants a
who
poem.
was stickless. Not only that, but he was dickless.
Love that
He
word.
said, "I'll be right with you," and then
he met
We
his
have
friend, the
Oreo.
actor Michael Chiklis.
We have Oreo cookie news coming up.
Yeah, good Oreo cookie news. I'm very excited about that.
There's no stick
Thank you,
in it.
Pat.
It better not be another Oreo cookie flavor.
They've lost their minds a little bit.
No, this is a good one.
Okay.
I think this is a really. Have you read it?
Yeah, I have read it.
I think this one's valid.
I mean, they've gone crazy.
I read it to my 10-year-old last night, and she loves it. She was very excited about it.
What's the really spicy sushi green stuff?
Wasabi.
Wasabi. They have a wasabi Oreo cookie.
No.
No, they.
Yeah.
They lost me at mushroom and Swiss. Come on, Oreo.
Whoa,
This,
wait a minute.
this new one is good. Right now, I want to remind you that, if I'm not mistaken, looking at this calendar, this means that Pat Godwin's going to be in Youngstown at the Funny Farm Friday and Saturday. That's going to be a great show.
Yes.
That's a great club. So look for Pat Godwin live and in person. Very excited about that. Also, our friend Greg Warren this weekend is in Columbia, Missouri, Friday night at the famous Blue Note.
That's
Columbia Jam of the Ocean.
So that'll be great. Now, a couple things I want to get to. Coming up, we have interesting news from the world of Cleveland baseball. We have sex. Is it better when you're high on cannabis?
Huh.
And we have another crazy poop episode involving a thief.
Tonight on a very special crazy poop episode.
I mean, this is going to have to be a series coming up if we have any more of these.
And check out my Instagram, the Chick McGee. I've got the shoe-in pics up there.
You put your pics up?
I sure did.
Okay.
I'll have to unmute you.
I want to hear these. Right now, it's quiz time.
What?
I'll start with you, Christy Lee.
Yo.
What is your sleep number setting for your sleep number bed?
40.
That means what?
Means it's on the softer side of things.
But if you wanted to make it as firm as possible, you could crank it up to 100 like
just hit a
Chick
button.
McGee. Is that correct?
100. I like a firm mattress, and the Sleep Number bed stays firm. Tom.
There you go. And you can adjust it at the touch of a button. So if you're going out of town and someone's going to be staying at your house, by the way, here's how you work it. Check the button, and you're just where you want to be, because sleep is so important, and Sleep Number is aware of that. What's really interesting is Sleep Number, I'm not sure why they've chosen now to do it, but they've got their best sale of the year happening right now. You can save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed. The Queen, now only $19.99. Special financing is available for a limited time. Subject to credit approval, minimum monthly payments are required. See sleepnumber.com for all the details. You'll find them, of course, at Sleep Number stores. Where do you find those? Sleepnumber.com/BT Show. Sleep Number, the idea is so simple and so elegant. Either side of the bed has its own setting. So it's like having 40 mattresses in one. It can be soft over here, a little firmer over here, vice versa. Mix it up, have some fun, live a little, and check out, this is their best sale of the year, like I'm saying. Save $1,000. The Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, just $19.99. Sleepnumber.com/BT Show. Coming up, we have a fancy world record. We have Santa in the news. Chat GPT news. You're going to be hearing about that a lot. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Support comes from ServiceNow. We're for people doing the creative work they actually want to do. That's why this ad was written and read by a real person and not AI. You know what people don't want to do? Boring, busy work. Now with AI agents built into the ServiceNow platform, you can automate millions of repetitive tasks in every corner of your business, IT, HR, and more, so your people can focus on the work that they want to do. That's putting AI agents to work for people. It's your turn. Visit ServiceNow.com.
TaxAct knows small business owners can sometimes use a little help with their taxes. That's why TaxAct has Expert Assist, a team of live tax experts ready to answer any questions you may have. Think of them as your own personal sidekick. Not like one of those funny talking animal sidekicks, more like the super smart nerding out on tax code and business casual attire sidekick, but just as helpful and lovable. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick McGee.
Hey there. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Pat and Josh and I were just enjoying
some camaraderie
conversation.
Yeah.
Until the show rudely interrupted us. Josh at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hello there.
And he's sitting.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey. It wasn't that kind of meeting.
Yeah, we sodomize each other during the commercials.
That's Roger. What did you mean?
You know what he meant.
What did you mean? Yeah.
You cannot keep your mouth shut.
Oh.
God.
No, I'm not saying anything.
If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it.
No. I insist we don't.
All right.
Well, let's move forward here.
You went to the doctor
we have Chick
yesterday.
McGee at the news desk. No, the sports desk over there.
Josh had some anus trouble.
Oh my goodness!
It's true. Well, it's life, Chris.
It is life.
It's
yes.
the ups and downs of living.
I've got
the same thing on my right hand. There's a lot of people say, is that stigmata?
What you've got?
Say, yes.
You got Josh's ass on your right hand?
Well, there's an itching. I was trying to help the guy. Willie, help me.
That's a friend, buddy. You look up "friend" in the dictionary, you see a picture of Chick McGee.
You can't
scratching my anus.
Oh my God!
Let me help you out, buddy. Friend.
I had some. I'll just be honest. I had some major itching going on back there. I didn't know what the hell. And
well, grass doesn't grow on a racetrack. You know that,
right? And you didn't want to bring it up. I didn't say a word.
Well, you did.
Yeah, you did.
You're not completely
blameless.
Yeah.
You said "and you're sitting." You said 3 words.
But yeah, and I got it checked out as one should when there's an issue back there.
You got fissures?
No, he goes, look, it could be one of two things. When was the last time you wiped? I'm kidding. He said, I have a little patch of eczema, and he said, it may have spread back there. That happens.
You got butt eczema?
He said it's either that. He said it's either that,
leprosy,
or a fungus.
Josh has butt shrooms.
You know what, Tom? You should not be laughing. You and I both suffer with eczema and psoriasis and all that.
Is that because of this room? You think? You didn't have eczema before you worked here, did you?
This was my first bout of it.
Yeah.
But it may be dormant or something. But anyway, he goes, either way, this lotion will cure, or it'll help. It'll fix
Whatever
Whichever
it is.
one it is, it'll.
Oh, that's it's hot though. That napalm olive.
Well, and I said if you're applying the lotion and your finger slips in,
well, that
still
leads to a story in sports.
Everything's
that's
fine.
still a medical.
You guys know I'm very clean back there.
Was it a prescription?
It was. Yeah, it is a prescription.
So did the pharmacist give you the look?
If it's the same,
yeah, it's like.
If it's the same ointment he gives me, it works like a charm.
And I'm sure it's not an ointment that's just for back
is
there.
it like a wax bullet?
She goes, you know where to put this, right? I go, yeah, in my ass. And she goes, no, I meant you need to keep it in a cool, dry place.
Yeah, my ass.
So much I get on stage? Is that funny?
Yeah, it's very funny.
So much for the health segment of our show.
But anyway, yeah, so everything's fine.
Good.
But I don't know. I was like, am I over bidetting? Am I over? Because I use those aloe wipes and stuff like that. I keep a very, very clean house.
And
back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know when you're going to stumble.
What'd he say?
He said, no, all that should be fine. Okay. So it's just whatever.
Did you have to mention that you've been waxed back there before?
No. I didn't.
Did he notice?
Did
you get the classic doctor line? Hey, has he been going to a tanning booth?
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I have to now.
Go ahead.
When I was a senior in high school, I had to spend 2 nights in the hospital because I had a fistula.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was an ingrown hair.
I am fistula.
Yeah, there was a drag queen in Chicago we all called Fistula.
In my my ass crack or my tailbone, and it was a hole. It was a hole that I noticed. Blood.
An extra one.
Yeah, I noticed blood on my underwear. And
Oh my God! Why are we talking?
That's my favorite Bob Dylan album.
Fistula.
Yeah.
John Mellencamp.
Oh, blood on my underwear.
Blood on the underwear. Yeah.
Oh.
It's got that song about the boxer on it.
It was surgery. They had to go in and close it up.
Well, I'm glad they did, man.
Because it was just getting bigger.
Yeah.
And eventually, the doctor told me I would turn inside out.
Oh, my God. Well, I'm glad you got that taken care of.
So I'm glad the medical portion of our program is just so enlightening for everyone. And could you grab that?
Anybody else got any butt
Nope.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Floyd.
I've enjoyed your fistula program.
You're welcome.
I think both you and Josh should have problems from the way you kindly sitting down and squatting.
Oh, maybe so,
Could
yeah.
be.
Yeah, next time you're watching the game, Chick, when you at the bar, just make sure somebody pushes in your stool. Well, I'm holed up at Mr. Fuel waiting for him to clear the roads.
Oh, it's snowy where you are?
I ain't talking about the snow. I'm talking about all these four-wheelers driving like fools. I tell you right now, if they call for shower number 7, I'm going to have to run on you.
Oh, okay.
As long as they just charge holds out on my jitterbug, I think some whore probably made off with my charger again.
Oh, your jitterbug.
Oh, boy.
Speaking of jitterbug, I used to know a lot lizard named Ladybug.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, she sounds nice.
Well, they called her that on account if you spend any time with her, chances are your pecker would be bright red with black spots on it.
Oh! Yeah, that's...
Oh.
Kind of like face painting when you think about it.
Yeah, like face painting.
Right quick, I got one for you, Ace. Right quick. You know how truckers talk to each other up there in Milwaukee?
No.
Wait, hold on. I got it backwards. Ace, do you know how truckers talk to each other up there in Wisconsin?
No.
They use Milwaukee talkies.
Oh, very good.
I hope I didn't give it away before the good part.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
You did fine.
Well, I reckon they just called shower 6, which means shower 7 can't be too far behind.
Oh.
What else is in the news? Boy, it's like everybody forgot what the word classified means, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think they did. I couldn't agree more.
I can't wait to see what Lester Summerall has to say about this mess. Goodbye.
I think he's deceased, actually. I think those are taped, frankly. Where were we?
He's waited.
Hey, Josh, I'm glad you're doing okay.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, it's embarrassing, but it's, what...
Were you embarrassed picking up the prescription?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No. It's not just for that.
Did they give you like an applicator?
I haven't gotten it. I dropped it off yesterday, and I'm able to pick it up today.
Do they recommend? I assume you need some rubber gloves.
It's not inside his ass.
You're not going to bareback it, are you?
Tom, it's just topical.
Yeah, it's just topical. I just wipe
Just a topical cream.
I had this issue, and I just used one of those paint brushes people use for barbecue. You know, you kind of just paint
Oh,
it
sure,
on
yeah,
there.
yeah, a baster type.
The one
brush.
from your kitchen?
Yeah, like it's ribs.
And the itching
there you
was bad. I almost bought an extra Crest spin brush.
Didn't we have a story about somebody with hemorrhoids? The toothbrush accidentally went up inside him or something?
Oh, no.
Because they were scratching with the toothbrush.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hope it wasn't a water pick.
I wonder how I got it. How do you get an ass fungus?
Well,
if it is that and not eczema.
Probably eczema.
Probably is.
I believe it would have to be you were exposed to someone who had
Are you
fungus.
stressed?
That's what he. You know what he? No, he didn't ask me that.
Spending a lot of time in
Eczema
bus
is
station facilities.
Yeah.
Eczema is usually caused by stress.
Do you think
isn't
that
it?
had something to do with it?
Right? Are you Christy's right. Maybe you're stressed. Maybe we need to relax, get some comedy from Chick.
Quite honestly.
Do you have because we do have a sports story that relates to the gluteal cleft and the entry pad therein.
Oh.
The portal, if you will.
Do you get paid for how long you talk?
You talking about the beehole?
See, Christy, I'm a gentleman. I am trying to speak in a
All right.
way that is.
Soccer officials in the United Kingdom are investigating a report that a player inserted his finger into his opponent's anus.
Oh, boy.
A message from the Nottinghamshire. Boy, how British
That's
can
like
you
a
get?
parody of a British town.
Nottinghamshire.
Nottinghamshire Football Association, the NFA, the discipline team states that the incident occurred during a Sunday league game earlier this month.
Now, in wrestling, that's known as checking your oil.
Oh, boy.
The association has not identified the teams involved or the players. The message reads, it has been reported to us that a player allegedly inserted his finger into an opposition player's anus.
So you're not allowed to use your hands in soccer unless you're the goalie. So we can rule out the goalie.
You know, they're
Well,
they're making a new show.
Oh, really?
About soccer players who put. There's one particular coach who's all for soccer players putting fingers in. It's called Ted Asso.
And you didn't want to do the story.
Well, no, goalies, he would because they have those big Mickey Mouse
Gloves, they have to be out. They can't do anything.
But we had the same story during a rugby thing a couple years ago.
Well, yeah.
I think it's quite more common in rugby than it is.
Who's compelled to do that?
Who
If you're playing rugby already, you've got to screw
Well,
loose.
you've got a short in between.
Well, yeah, true.
Oh, again, you're not going bareback. Christy just chimes right in. You can tell she's been here a long time.
If you're able to
Well,
pull
seriously.
the short down and get it in there, that's talented.
That's different. I'm sure that's not happening.
This is over Umbro.
Oh, yeah. Over Umbro. Very nice. They make a nice short.
Not an ounce of real fiber in any of those.
They sure did.
All made from 2-liter bottles. Hey, and by the way, that brings us to Stupid World Record. Who likes watches?
I do.
Like a nice watch?
I love a nice watch.
A jeweler in India broke the Guinness World Record for the most diamonds set on a watch.
Oh,
wow.
Tacky.
Renani Jewels earned the title with a watch featuring a total of...
Oh, have you seen this thing?
You want to guess? Anybody want to guess? How many
I couldn't.
diamonds?
Carats or
1,000.
diamonds?
It looks like
I'll tell you this.
it looks like it's like 5 inches wide. It doesn't even look like a watch band. It looks like a huge sweatband.
It's in the thousands.
Wow.
In the thousands?
Yep, in the thousands.
2,578 diamonds in this watch. That's
Josh,
what I
do
said.
you have a guess, Josh?
I do.
Okay.
I'm going to say 17,524.
That's right. How did that happen?
Have you seen a picture of this thing?
Yeah, that's how I knew there were 17,524.
Actually, I
counted
underlined
them.
it.
The
Rain
weird
Man.
thing is the watch. It's a Casio. You'd think they would have, maybe Rolexed it up or something.
Oh,
Patek
this isn't
Philippe.
fair.
Why is it not fair?
Because it's more of a bracelet than it is a watch.
It's huge.
Well, does it tell time?
Oh, yeah, I guess
Then
it
it's a
does.
what?
Well, it knows the time. It won't tell, though.
One of those.
It's got Roman numerals, so I'm out.
Oh, I like that.
You don't like Roman numerals?
Hate them.
I think it's classy, don't you, Pat?
Roman numerals are great for describing the Super Bowl era, but I don't like them on a watch or a clock. The place I'm staying now has a clock with Roman numerals. I'm thinking of taking it down.
Take their clock.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of taking
Oh,
it.
my.
You're going to be looking at it for a very long
It's a form
time.
of illiteracy, not being.
Well, when we got there, the clock was wrong, so I got a ladder, climbed up there, set it right. But I think I'm going to cover it up because every time I look at it, it's like a math problem.
And when I was setting the clock,
And you are forced to look at it.
It's right there over the sink.
Here's the thing: I also broke some things on the mantle, but that's what they get.
And I've only broken one thing.
What was that?
What did you break?
This shutter thing. It's kind of complicated.
At the house? At the place you're staying?
Yeah, I've got to hire.
I guess you don't care for shutters either.
I've got to hire someone to come. It's going to be complicated to fix it.
Boy, that watch does look tacky. I don't like those kind of diamonds. I only buy blood diamonds.
Oh.
Thanks, Josh.
I like the.
Here.
Actually, they went out of their way to say that it's made of the way the diamonds are, whatever.
Mind, yeah, that's a big thing now.
But it just looks ridiculous. Does it give a price for this thing?
I'm sure it's not for sale.
17,000 diamonds on it?
No.
Okay.
No price. I should have done better.
Diamonds on the band.
Would it have been funny if it had been like a digital Casio?
Yes.
Oh, man, that's a great song. Diamonds on the soles of your feet.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Oh, what a great song, right?
Okay. We have anything else going on over there of interest?
Well, by gosh, we do.
Stupid world record.
Oh, this isn't a world record. This is just something you won't believe. Cleveland police have recovered Guardians manager Terry Francona's scooter. It was stolen from outside his apartment.
Oh, well, I'm glad they found it.
So things are really going well for.
He's famous for riding the scooter.
And living in an apartment. Huh.
Well, he's probably home.
I'm sure his
house is gone half the
lovely
time.
home somewhere.
It says apartment here. What do you think? Why would he live in an apartment?
Because he doesn't have time to cut his grass. He's
the off-season.
on the road.
The off-season.
There's no off-season for a manager.
A team spokesman said police located the scooter and arrangements were being made for Francona to pick it up. He's 63 years old. I don't know how that plays into the story. He's been riding a scooter from his residence to Progressive Field for years. He's become endearing to the Cleveland faithful.
It's fun.
That's the problem here.
Although it just shows the name the Guardians. The Indians never would have let this happen.
So is it like a Vespa or is it like a little...
It's a scooter.
It looks like a little Vespa, Christy.
It does?
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
it's
You put your
not-
feet up?
Yep.
Oh, you don't like push it like my neighbor kid?
No, it's... Oh, no. This
Does
is
it have a
actually
motor on it?
powered by a motor.
Okay.
But thank you.
Well, fair enough question.
What a great name. Then, of course, there's Tito Francona. That's a great name. And it is pronounced Tito.
Who the heck's that?
What?
Who's Tito Francona?
No, his brother's name's Tito. It's always been Tito. What's wrong with you?
They found the thing, Christy, was up on little tiny blocks in a rough part of town.
It's just Legos.
They took the rims.
Yeah. Someone gave them the sign to steal, and they stole it.
Okay. All right. It took a minute, but we got there.
I think it's cool that he rides a scooter around.
Those are fun. Fun.
And, yeah, you can see he wouldn't want to live in a house. Those guys, they're on the road half the time. That's got to get
Man,
really
I hope
rough.
I make it someday. I'll be the manager of a big league team, and I'll
I'm sure he's
live in
gotta
an
have something.
apartment.
I'm sure he's probably got a spread somewhere in Florida.
Yeah.
That his wife lives in.
Have you ever been interested in coaching? Anything?
I think I'd be a hell of a coach.
Yeah.
Maybe a life coach. That's what I'd like to be. Yeah, you know, the state I'm sitting in right now, you don't need any sort of paperwork or anything. You just say you're a life coach.
Wow.
And
Really?
you're there. Yeah.
Huh.
I'm a life coach.
Well, give Ace some advice.
What
Ace
can
needs
I-
help with his
Will you
life.
guide me?
No, I think you're doing. I think you're doing quite well. You've got how many years of food at your place? You're making okay money, I would guess, and
Slightly above minimum wage.
and and it seems like it's a rock solid job that no one's possibly be scared to fire you. So I think you're doing great. I don't have any notes on that
I
whatsoever.
thought you're a life coach. You're supposed to make him feel good.
Chick McGee, life coach.
I am. He's doing great.
Well, give him some tips. What can he do to make his life better?
I don't think it can get any better for Ace. I think this is his ceiling.
But see, as a life coach, I think you would be completely selfish. So you would be giving him advice that would make your life better. So what would you do to make your life better?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm okay.
You got to keep him as a client.
With respect to Ace.
You know what? Maybe life coach isn't for me. You know, no. You know what? Life coach, the first rule would be Tom Griswold does not set foot on the premises. That would be because he's heckling me from the back.
Yeah. Chick McGee, no longer life coach.
You could be a life coach heckler. How about that? That's no good
not the way to do it.
You should be a life
A
coach.
professional heckler just walking around heckling.
No matter how awful your life is,
I'm doing
continues to be, you offer advice.
How about Tom Griswold? Would you watch a show called Tom Griswold Grocery Store Heckler?
Oh, yeah.
You're just in the market.
Yep. You're not going to buy that, are you?
Yeah.
Just apply that right to your ass there, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, is this your cart? Oh, really, Pringles? Okay.
Oh, salad mix? Yeah, that'll help. Full of nitrogen.
Camouflage the butter with it, are you?
This has been Tom Griswold Grocery Store Heckler.
When we come back, we have cannabis in the news.
And food in the news, including Oreos.
Great Oreo cookie news. I'm very excited about this. And another mad shatter coming up in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's something going on with his hair again, Tom. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's looking great.
Why, thank you, Josh.
Handsome man.
It's like a light blonde or something. I don't know
Is
what
it?
he's doing.
What's the color you put in there?
Medium ash brown. After a week, it gets a little red.
Red.
The color of eggplant.
Medium
Hey,
hash.
for St. Patrick's Day, would you do Elvis black? Just like that jet black Elvis color that he used to do?
That's a crazy look.
Have you ever thought about if we all band together and pay for it, would you have it professionally dyed by like a lady who knows how to dye hair?
Sure.
Really?
I've done that before.
You have?
Yeah, it lasts a lot longer.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Eddie's wife, Christine. She does a great job.
Yeah. How about growing huge mutton chop sideburns? Everything goes jet black in honor of the actor who portrayed Elvis being nominated for an Oscar.
He's great in that movie.
He's terrific.
How about we write insert here on your cheek and point an arrow to your mouth? How about that?
Right.
This took a turn. I thought we were talking about Elvis. Could we get back to the sports page,
Dong
please?
storage.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey, Coach.
There's Willie Griswold.
Chick McGee.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Once again, Chick McGee has become Ace Cosby's life coach.
Life coach.
Okay, you got to give him some real tips. Maybe help him with his driving.
Chick McGee, life coach.
Will you take me home?
I don't know.
This has been Chick McGee, life coach.
Don't you guys live near each other?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, you're in the same city, right?
No.
In the same city.
No, I don't live there.
You don't?
I live here where we're sitting.
Never seen your house. No
yeah,
idea,
I know.
idea.
You've been invited many times.
He's had parties.
Sorry.
He's building a new fence.
Yeah, I'm putting up another fence now, too. You know why? Privacy. Because I can.
Okay, well,
I don't want my dog seeing other people and seeing how they treat their dogs. I don't want to see that. Or they're petting them and stuff. I don't want to know.
They'll get ideas.
That's right. Hey, pet me, love me. No. As
Now-
you said, Tom, I'm incredibly selfish. If I pet anybody,
as you
it'll
know,
be me.
my philosophy of life is you have to have two dogs at all times, at least.
Yep.
So-
Best thing you ever buy a dog is a dog.
So if you're petting your one dog, does the other one always come over?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
As
They
a
give
matter
the
of
look
fact-
like, hey. The dogs have the worst case of FOMO.
As a matter of fact, my golden will always come when she's called. Always. So she'll come in the house, and the other one won't come sometimes. But a surefire way to get her is I'll have Monkey come in, and then, oh, good girl, Monkey. And the other one hears that and comes running.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, it's really, really.
Try the hard liver cubes, the dried liver cubes.
They like mine like cheese.
Oh,
they like the cheese, little cheese cubes.
Okay, I'm not sure what's good for them, but now let's move forward here. Do we have any more sports?
Cheese wheel.
Now you've said you've posted your picks for this weekend.
The Chick McGee. It's up there on Instagram. Go ahead, enjoy, everyone. Here's something about checking the oil. This is from a wrestling coach. There ain't such a thing as checking the oil. Get it straight or don't say it again.
Ooh.
Listen to the flute man, this coach says. But I thought Greg told us about it.
He's the one that told us about checking the oil. Again, this is based on a news story out of England in which a player is accused of inserting his digit into the hole near the gluteal cleft of another player.
Now, is that
effort to?
Is that second base or third base, or what would that be between?
That would be base.
Yeah.
I think it's at least a ground rule double, right?
Oh no, that's a foul ball there.
Charging the pitcher's mound. I'm not sure if the baseball analogy really applies.
You want to do your nails after that, right?
Ideally, you do them before.
Is that sports?
Yeah.
I think I have a feeling sports is over.
What? Yeah, sports.
Okay.
This is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. That gives you a hint of the way I'm leaning on my picks.
Okay, Christy, what do you got?
Oreo is releasing a new Oreo cookie called the Most Oreo.
What is it?
Thank you for asking, Josh.
Oh, is it the chocolatey part?
The new Oreo will feature 2 chocolate-flavored base cakes packed with most stuffed levels of cream that will have ground-up Oreos mixed in the cream.
Yeah!
That's crazy.
The Most
Sounds
Oreo Oreo is already available for pre-sale on Oreo.com and will start appearing on shelves starting January 30th. Available for a limited time only.
I'm going there now.
The cookie's launch coincides with the debut of the Oreoverse, the brand's metaverse experience where fans can play games and get a chance to win prizes, including a $50,000 grand prize.
That's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sounds
so
delicious.
so they've taken an Oreo cookie,
Yep.
ground it up,
Yep.
and then put it in the cream that ordinarily would be inside an Oreo.
And then put it between 2 Oreos.
Look at that. That looks like a tasty it looks like cookies and cream ice cream.
Yes.
in there.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm getting notify me when this product is in stock. It's out of stock.
Well.
Huh.
It's a big hit.
And you know you can get a picture on an Oreo.
Yes, that's cool too.
Like for
what?
For Valentine's Day, they have they're red, and then there's one with on the other side, 2 sides, and a picture of you and your significant on one side.
And that's edible?
Yeah. No, it's you put it comes with a hole in it. You wear it around your neck.
No, I mean,
of course it's edible.
Underscoring the fact that it's still edible.
Chick, but what if you get a picture of you and your sweetie, and then she breaks up with you, and then you have to eat only the sides of her face on them to have a picture of you and not be sad on Valentine's Day?
Are you one of those people that if there is a breakup, you cut the head out of pictures?
No, not. I don't have a lot of physical pictures anymore. But yeah, you definitely get rid of some of the pictures in the phone, don't you?
Can I tell you that my mother did that when
Did
they
she
broke up?
really?
Mm-hmm.
She did what? She cut
the heads out of my father out of all the family pictures. However, she tried to tell me that he cut his head out of all the pictures.
Well, in a way.
Well, yeah, I guess from where she was sitting.
Did he move out?
This is your fault.
I didn't know they broke up.
Oh, yes.
He moved out?
Yes.
How old were you?
18, 19.
Ooh. Ah, okay.
Oh,
I was in West Virginia. I could give a damn.
Okay, all right. So everything was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you probably called. Did you call your dad and go, boy?
Yeah, how about that? Huh?
took you long enough.
Did he ever hear you on the radio?
At the beautiful music station. That was it. Yeah, because he died. Yeah.
Oh, but he was proud of you.
I did not get a banjo. No.
Brought my
Do you have
dad.
anything of your dad's? Well, you got the stories. We referred
I've got a couple. I'd rather not.
Okay. Here with it.
Might
Josh,
be a pool cue
no.
and a deck of cards.
A little bit of context.
A revolver.
A little bit of context, ladies and gentlemen.
I am legitimately now the owner of a banjo.
Is that right?
Yeah, I need to get it in here and see if.
How did that happen?
My dad died.
Oh.
Again, that track, the laughter of Jess Hooker is what really sells that.
You know what else is that if you listen to it again and as many times as we have, you hear that it's all Pat Godwin's fault.
Yeah.
He wants to be included so badly.
Yeah, let's play it again.
Hey, how'd that happen?
Here we
I
go.
think he was excited for me.
You tell him, Spike.
Here we go.
I am legitimately now the owner of a banjo.
Is that right?
Yeah, I need to get it in here and see if.
How did that happen?
My dad died.
Oh.
Now, is the O? Is that Pat also?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're realizing
He was excited for me. He didn't mean to.
Briefly. Okay, well, we'll be back with more pleasant things going on in the world, including a Santa update. Who's the wealthiest pet in the world?
And we'll hear from Christy about how her parents broke up.
And we have.
I don't remember, but I remember they told us over a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I've never been able to eat it since.
Soften the blow. You haven't had me able to.
Really?
What? I say we have a bucket of chicken, a bucket of fun is what we have.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, welcome to Dead Dad Day.
Haven't been able
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Where were you, Tom, when your dad died?
Oh, my dad was this was when they divorced, not when he died.
I was at home.
At home,
Yes.
relaxing, enjoying the day?
I was sleeping. But thanks for bringing it up.
This is just
I didn't get a banjo either. We do have coming up Santa Claus news, and it's fascinating. This is really something.
I don't care for the Santa Claus story.
I bet I'll love it.
News about the Earth's inner core.
That's scary.
Is everything all right with it?
No.
Who knows? Wait till you hear this.
What is that movie with Hilary Swank? They have to go to the core of the Earth or something.
$1 Million Baby.
Core.
No.
Is it the core?
Yes.
It's the core. It's the name of, I thought it was $1 billion core.
We're going to find out about the core when we come
Cores
back.
don't cry.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more, or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Sports update coming up. Here's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold's here.
Chick McGee's also here.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Extra. Kyle Kuzma. I'll talk to Willie about this. You know, pregame at the NBA game.
Yeah, man.
Oh well, in the NFL world too, they show the players walking into the locker room.
Sure.
And what they're wearing.
They do that in NHL games.
Oh, do they?
They do.
Oh, okay.
Well, but they're all wearing a denim,
Suits, real suits.
a denim shirt and denim pants.
Canadian tuxedo.
That's right. Well, last night Kyle Kuzma made a statement with his pregame outfit, and I want your father, Willie, to describe what he's wearing. He's, by the way, Kuzma averaging career highs, 21.8 points and 4 assists a night.
Yeah, Kuz.
Almost eight rebounds. Well, Tom, this is Kyle's outfit from last night. Please.
Is it a long sleeve sweater again? Oh, no, it is not.
It's sort of clown-like.
It's multicolored.
Kind of mummy-ish.
Rings around the sleeves. I can't see from here. Is he wearing a face mask?
Yes, he's wearing a pullover. a knit hat,
which is also ringed with various colors.
It all does match, I guess.
He looks he does look like a mummy. A very colorful mummy.
He looks like a colorful mummy.
One of those knee-length sweaters.
Sort of a Haight-Ashbury mummy.
And he's not wearing a shirt underneath, so you can see his
tattoos.
Tattoos.
Okay.
There he is. And
so I can't quite see what's over his face.
What do you mean? What's over his face?
It's a knit mask.
It's a knit mask, or he has the eye holes in the mouth.
And you know what's not? He won't be bullied for that, and that's a problem.
He looks like like an eccentric art teacher. It looks like what she would wear if she was doing BDSM. If that makes
people are going to accept this and say he should be bullied until he takes it off.
Can you see it better now?
Yeah, it's a look.
It's a look.
It's idiotic.
He doesn't even have a shirt on, does he?
No, he doesn't.
That's the odd combination: shirtless with the knit face mask and hood.
It's idiotic.
I bet this dumb thing is probably
$12,000.
So tired
probably.
of people acting like stuff like this is cool. He
Here's
should get his ass kicked.
It's cool. It's cool because he averages 20 points a game. If
you were to wear this, you'd get your ass kicked.
Oh, certainly.
Yes.
A million. But I'm saying if you're riding the bench, you can't wear this outfit. But if you're a star, do whatever you want to do.
No, it's not acceptable anymore. We got to stop letting weirdos be weirdos.
Is that right?
That's right.
You want everyone to walk in a flannel shirt. Fellas, we got to get serious. It's work time.
Yes, you're going to work.
No, it's like someone who has terrible hair, but they're so rich none of their friends are going to tell them.
Right.
Like, the owner of the Raiders.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
You need to start letting people know they
I wonder
look
who
wrong.
that would be. That terrible hair. And
that's so
They
funny.
never mentioned it. Yeah.
Okay.
And they might be rich. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you even think about that, Josh?
You know what I'm saying? Your buddies have to remember. Here's a better example.
Yes.
Okay.
When Ringo Starr took out the All Stars.
All right.
It's a great show. I went to see it. It was like
sure
Nils
it's fun.
Lofgren, and it was
Dinosaurs of Rock.
Joe Walsh.
Yep.
Don't you go knocking Ringo. But so Ringo goes out.
Barely.
I went to see a bunch of those shows. They were all terrific. One of them, he had, what's his name, Burton Cummings. He was great.
Carried to the stage.
The point is, Ringo had a ponytail coming up out of the top of his hair.
Oh, like a samurai soil.
Like Cindy
samurai.
Lou or whatever from...
Here's the thing.
And Ringo is so... No one's going to go, hey, Ringo, look, you haven't quit drinking yet. You don't realize you look like a complete ass.
I haven't made the connection between that is an odd-looking outfit to... We need to kick his ass. I don't know why that has to take place, other than, hey man, that's a dumb looking outfit or something like that.
I think he's tired of having his picture taken. He just wants to be left alone.
Why do you have to beat the hell out of him?
Tired of having your picture taken, so you wear something that's going to ensure you get your picture taken.
Yeah. Well, but you can't see his face, really. Just his eyes and his
Yeah,
mouth.
but if he wore a black suit with a white shirt and a red tie, nobody would say anything.
And the reason, Chick, that physical violence is the answer here, and is often the answer for many situations,
How rational.
is that he won't listen. You can look at him and go, well, he's not a reasonable person. Words won't work.
When you're making $1 million a night, you can do whatever you want.
I'm saying we need to put a stop to that.
What I think is interesting about this, they won 126 to 127. They won by 1 point.
Yeah.
He scored 30 points to help him win, and we're just talking about his outfit and not that he scored 30
That's
points.
right. It's his fault.
It's tremendous.
Well,
What? Scoring 30 points in a basketball game?
In an NBA game?
You should. That's what you should do. I'm not going to congratulate him.
Yeah, he's 8
for
feet
doing
tall.
his job.
He's 8 feet tall. I mean,
If he's
of course
doing that,
score points.
can you imagine what he's doing in the bedroom?
Oh, it's got to be.
And that's also that's the biggest injustice, that women will still sleep with him when he wears that nonsense.
Oh,
not just sleep with him. Oh, they're probably, eviscerating each other because it turns them on.
It's Caligula-like.
Yeah, cut her head off.
It's peg night? So there you go. I thought you'd find that.
No, they want a baby.
It's certainly
in them. That's
fascinating.
what they want.
They want a baby?
Oh,
they
God, yeah.
They
want that NBA
that's a golden
baby.
ticket, isn't it?
That is a golden
I
ticket.
thought you'd find that picture interesting.
It is.
I don't know why we were resorting to violence, but
Not resorting.
It's the only thing they can understand based on the outfit.
Somebody who dresses like that can only understand violence.
Josh just sees eccentric kids walking around. What are you doing with that weird thing on, you weirdo?
Okay. What else have you got, Christy?
Authorities in Rhode Island are saying DNA analysis from some Christmas snacks neither confirm nor refute the presence of Santa in a young girl's home.
I liked this story a lot.
Oh, she's like nosy.
The girl had submitted a partially eaten cookie and a couple of gnawed-on carrot sticks to the Cumberland Police Department and asked for a DNA test to see if Santa Claus is real.
Okay.
The Rhode Island Department of Health said its forensic biology lab found no complete matches to anyone in the combined DNA index system, but said there was a partial match, quote, to a 1947 case centered around 34th Street in New York City.
Fascinating.
Maybe a reference to the movie.
Now, did the carrots
Miracle on 34th
show signs
Street.
of some sort of mammalian?
The good news, Josh, the lab did find the presence of DNA closely matching Rangifer taradanus, known as reindeer, when testing the carrots.
There we go.
I love this. This girl was so
CSI
cute.
Santa.
Yeah.
All right.
CSI, North Pole.
So they didn't have enough DNA to test?
He did.
Huh?
I know.
Are you suggesting?
Black light.
Oh.
Occasionally Santa leaves a little something extra under the tree.
That ain't milk, sweetie.
Mommy was kissing Santa Claus, and then one thing led to another. We have, coming up, we have interesting news about ChatGPT. If you haven't heard about it, you're gonna. It's going to be the big news story of the year.
Not as big a deal as it is, as Tom is suggesting.
No, I never heard of it.
You're going to hear about it a lot, is what he keeps saying.
Well, if you have a kid in school, maybe.
If you can read. We have this proposition: sex better while high on marijuana. Well, that's the headline. It's a study coming out of American universities. Also, something interesting may be happening to the inner core of the Earth. And then also, did you hear Splash Mountain? Closed. Done. It's over.
Well, being redone. It's
going to take more than a year to get it redone.
Yeah,
but
that's a fun one.
It's going to be a new ride, but we'll hear about what's happening with part of Splash Mountain coming up.
Really?
Right now, I want to talk about the season of food. This weekend, a bunch of great games. How would you like to have some great restaurant quality appetizers going, or maybe some main dishes? HelloFresh has your answer. HelloFresh does the shopping. They send you the box inside, fresh ingredients, of course, and the recipe cards. They've already done the measuring, so you just put 2 and 2 together and make delicious food, fast and fresh recipes, including the new falafel bowls and the new Southwest pork and bean burritos, ready in just 15 minutes. And HelloFresh has their best deal ever, which I'm going to tell you about in just a second. Willie's been doing some HelloFresh. What's the latest over there?
Check out the Salsa Verde pork tacos with Monterey Jack and Southwest Crema. HelloFresh sends you 9 ingredients. Put those together in 6 simple steps. And this is all done in one pan. In just under a half hour, you have these delicious tacos you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
Thank you very much, Willie. When it's time for the big game, you can host it like a pro. It's just around the corner, of course. I'm talking about various snacks and appetizers and more, all available at the HelloFresh Market. Get all the details by going to HelloFresh.com/BTShow22. Now, why the BT Show 22? Well, it's the newest and the smartest way to do it, because you'll get 22 free meals as part of a very special package. Also, free shipping when you use the code BTShow22. HelloFresh.com/BTShow22. That's BTShow22. HelloFresh.com/BTShow22. Now, when we come back, also we have, as I mentioned, some cool science news, some Dolly Parton news, and the wealthiest pets in the world. This will make you annoyed. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed Sponsored Jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
It's time for basketball, and Uber Eats is dropping deals on game day favorites to keep you locked in on the action. Like when you're craving a buzzer beater, but also buffalo wings. Or when an upset makes you want to ugly cry into a pizza. And right now, Uber Eats has game day deals from McDonald's, Popeyes, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a hamburger. Order now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
See, I was headed somewhere, and you almost ruined it. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Unfortunately, that is one of my skills.
Here comes Josh. Tromp, 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 tromp. He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
What's your hat say? Is that like a...
It's Spotted Cow. It's my favorite beer.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Love it.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now, tomorrow we're going to have the house band in, Duke Tomato and the Power Trio and the Brass to Mouth Horns.
All right.
And I'll tell you what you can do. I've got an idea here. If you would like to maybe take one of Duke's classic songs and write some lyrics maybe for Christy to sing or for me to sing.
Christy sings Showed Eyes, you know that.
Like maybe take the song Tie You Up, write a verse for us, send it to me, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Or I wouldn't have did what I did if I hadn't have been high. Yeah, have some fun with those lyrics. Send them to me. I'd like to see them. See what you got. And we'll have Christy maybe recite a little poetry.
All right.
In the middle of one of Duke's live songs. A couple things happening here, including... Christy Lee, of course, at the news desk. Pat Godwin's over there with his guitar, organ in hand. Put that away and grab your guitar. We'll get a song out of you. Christy, what have you got?
Speaking of getting high, a new survey finds marijuana users report having better sex when high. Researchers at East Carolina University and North Carolina State University surveyed 811 participants. This is great, ranging in age from 18 to 85 about their sex.
Yeah, roll me another joint, Clarence. Don't bogart it, you old bastard.
Over 70% of regular cannabis users said they experienced increased desire and orgasm intensity while high. The results published in the Journal of Cannabis Research.
Christy, do you think that translates to self-pleasure as well?
It does.
It does. Okay.
I took that out of the article. It got too long, but yeah, that happens.
Have you found that, Willie?
I think that it can kind of just slow things down, and I think that can be good, especially for the woman who might take a little longer. I think it's good to kind of slow things down. I think there's a little more foreplay or a little less that demon that lives inside you that comes out.
How about when you're alone? Have you found that it's more pleasurable?
I don't even know. I don't really know the difference, I don't think. I think,
okay.
Yeah, I think with a person it's a little different because you're thinking a little more and you're trying to be more conscious of what they're feeling and what they would like done.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're the man.
Oh, yes, I'm the one that likes... I just think that pot makes you...
Does it make you... I've got to be delicate here. Does it make you hungrier?
Are you more inclined to do certain...
That sounds worse than hornier.
Yeah.
No, I meant
the munchies.
There's a certain specificity. What's the word I'm looking for? Specificity
to
the particular activity.
You're really not eating. No,
yeah, exactly, Pat. Oh, I've been doing it wrong for years. No wonder I don't go on second dates.
I'm sorry, Dr. Phil is trying to make a point over there.
Hey, the first legal dispensary for recreation.
Wait a second. I want to explore this topic here. So, stoners are saying they're having better sex while high.
That's what they're saying.
No good can come.
Now, is it, for example, because you're so stoned you forget to wear a condom? Feels better.
I don't.
Is that?
I don't know. There's only one person in this room that can answer these questions, and I
Ace. Oh, you were talking about. Ace, have you ever worn a condom?
Yes.
Alone? Just to avoid the cleanup?
With a bowl of ice cream? I don't know.
Avoid the cleanup.
Now, getting back to your point, Josh, for the solo experience, would you be called technically a weed whacker? If you were,
I like it.
Okay. I'm just wondering if you spend more time in certain areas if you're high.
Well, Willie, I think he said, hey, you tend to spend more time in general.
Just kind of foreplay stuff.
Really
kissing.
savor it.
You're not so fast to rush into it.
Yeah.
I think booze makes you a little more fast to run into the big event.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, booze cannot help
No.
this. We've all had our drunken encounters, haven't we?
I mean, so the argument here is that weed makes everything better. I mean, Have you ever tried listening to Fish sober? Come on.
Well, plus they've got good stuff around the house. Like you can use a roach clip for nipple clamps. You know.
Well, now you're thinking.
Oh, there That's you go.
Intense.
Yeah.
Plus, sex gives you something to do while you're waiting for that DoorDash order to finally get here.
That is, when you time that out right, man, that is the greatest. When you're done.
I've never done it. Never
Are
been
you
able to
serious?
time it out.
Dude, you got to do it, and you got to DoorDash yourself a red Gatorade. Oh, that thing hits perfect.
An ex-girlfriend we used to call getting intimate burning the pizza because we put a pizza in and then we started and we ended up burning the pizza.
Ah.
So a lot of tears.
Hey, I thought you were going to those jokes.
No, we broke up. I mean,
I forget that I'm setting myself up
Yes.
when I'm talking to my best friend.
Yes.
I thought this was a safe place.
Yeah.
Do you ever order
Bearing your soul, if you will.
You ever order DoorDash from two places and have a race between them?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty
Really?
Cool.
What?
Cool. Oh yeah, sure.
They get there at the same time. You have to lie to the Uber Eats driver, say the DoorDash driver's your buddy.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
And hope they don't hear you. Yeah.
You never done that?
No.
Oh, you have to. You simply must.
Chick, my favorite, coming home from the bars, same idea. You DoorDash when you're coming home. You get an Uber home from the bar.
Exactly.
And then you got the wings just waiting for you,
Boom.
ready to go.
Right there on the porch.
Man.
That's excellent ideas. Once again, thanks very much to the East Carolina University for this important study. I kind of would like to have seen the ad for this one to get participants.
I'd like to see what
You're
the
no
85-year-old had to say.
Well, think about it. If you're 85, the whole pot revolution kicked in the mid-'60s.
Well, sure it did, but...
So that's a long time ago.
But we all know pot in the mid-'60s is not the pot of today.
Right.
Or vice versa. Really.
You know, now the guy goes, hey, this is great. I get high and it helps my arthritis.
Yeah.
And if I had teeth, I'd be able to enjoy this food. Well, speaking of marijuana, Christy, you mentioned this thing. This is an interesting story out of New York.
The first legal dispensary for recreational marijuana has opened in New York City.
Oh.
New York joined nearly 24 other states in the United States to legalize recreational marijuana in March of 2021. After nearly 2 years, the first state-sanctioned dispensary finally rang up its first sale less than a month ago. But unlike many other states, New York has reversed its first round of retail licenses for nonprofits its first round of retail licenses for nonprofits, as well as applicants with marijuana convictions and their relatives.
In other words,
an acknowledgement of the inequities produced by the country's war on drugs.
Oh, Christ.
Instead of just getting an efficient system, they've gone to this whacked out.
Yeah, the first guy that opened I was reading about this man. He had served time in jail for a
What's the
marijuana offense.
non-for-profit weed stuff?
I don't know.
Like, are there charities that give weed to people?
Yeah, dope for hope.
That was excellent.
You never heard of that?
It's the same kind of weed. They just sell it to you in a tin can. You open it up.
No, it's wish for a bong. And
Drug for
that's what it sounds like, right?
Yeah.
That there is some sort
My dad used to say, no dope, no hope.
Oh.
That's what he said.
Now, your father didn't drink, but he was an avid drug user.
He liked the pot, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Had a little cottage industry.
What did he call it?
Dope, I think. Just dope.
Just dope? Yeah.
Dope.
And he was he would help others procure it, but he did not drive.
Exactly.
So they'd have to come to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we also called Hershey's chocolate syrup. It was in a can then. You had to open it with a church key. We called that chocolate dope.
Okay.
I don't know why. I don't know where that came from.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Be sure to get some dope when you go to the store.
So it's taken New York almost 2 years to open up the first dispensary.
Yeah.
It's the kind of efficiency and it seems
that's interesting. So, but now you can go. You can just go and buy.
Apparently.
In this one store. Or you can, I don't know, go to Washington Square Park.
Yeah.
Waiting for your man. Probably a lot quicker. I'd like to see some of the advertising. They, like a Statue of Liberty with a blunt.
Yeah.
Something.
Or the I Heart NY, but it's a pot leaf.
Like a pot leaf.
Yeah. They've got to do that. What are they doing?
Right.
So we'll see what happens. But how many states did you say now have it legal?
What did I say?
It's over half, right? I think.
2 dozen.
So it's hovering around half.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And this
60 states, right? So
yes.
Yeah.
And to get back to our discussion of earlier, I wonder if you've got Audrey Hepburn eating a donut in front of this dispensary. Breakfast at whatever it's called, Munchieville.
I said, what about token at Tiffany's?
Do you have a tune for us, Pat?
Yeah,
No, that was me.
Josh was singing. I have a song about marijuana.
You do?
Is that right?
Bang my guitar, yeah. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
No, we just want to know if you had one.
Something like this.
Okay,
It goes exactly like this. Everywhere I go, it smells like weed. In the grocery store, it's guaranteed. Even standing in line at the BMV, everywhere I go, smells like weed. Take my son to school. It's marijuana I smell. I smell pot in my hotel. Ganja's in the air on every street. At the gym in my church, smells like weed. My hair and my clothes smells like weed. Maybe I shouldn't smoke so much weed.
Pat, do you like the smell?
Yeah, I like the smell.
I do too.
I don't like pot, though, at all.
Gotcha, yeah.
I told you, I took the girls for a little birthday party for Finn over the weekend. She turned 10. And we went to this place where you make your own candles.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's still just as funny and awful as
They
the
had
first time I heard it.
They loved it.
Oh, that's what they said.
They had a great
They didn't
time.
want to hurt your feelings.
I bet, is it kind of messy? You get to play with
little
goop
bit.
that turns into
I
candy?
bet you one of them, if not both of them, said, "Well, here we go again."
No, they give you these the scents. You look at, they have this rack of candles. They got hundreds of them. In fact, I took a picture of one because they have a cannabis flavored candle. See that, Christy?
Yeah.
Cannabis scented. Excuse me, cannabis scented.
If
candle.
you had any sense, you wouldn't be making a candle for your birthday.
No, they had fun though. But then you put the scents in the paraffin, and then you it's ready like an hour later.
What
It's fun.
paraffin? What do you got,
What do you
wax
do
there?
for the
Wax?
hour while you're waiting for the stuff
Oh, we
to harden?
left and went and had some cake. And
Oh, okay.
Wow.
actually picked them up the next day. The point is, it was fun, but I was surprised they had a cannabis-smelling candle. But it was explained to me, if you live in a place where marijuana is legal and you're a marijuana smoker, you burn this thing, then if the cop's knocking your door, he goes, "Officer, it was this candle we had over here. Clearly, it has a pot leaf on it, and the fact that your eyes are bloodshot and you're
Not probable cause?
pizza trailing your foot."
I remember when I was a teenager, I used to have a cannabis candle I would light to get the smell of incense out of my room. My parents hated me using incense.
Yeah, I can see why.
Incense.
Now, do you allow your children to burn candles in their room?
God, no.
Well, then why would you let them make candles?
Yeah, how are they going to
what are they
enjoy
gonna
their
do with
candle?
them?
Oh, I see.
Supervised, I'm sure. You can
So
light them.
you got them candles, but they can never ever light them.
Yeah, they can light them we'll light them in the kitchen area. There's a nice marble top.
Or in the garage where it's a concrete floor.
Number one cause of house fires, right?
Yep, that's what you say.
That's what you told us.
Yeah, that's right. You got to be careful with candles.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I guess I'm just a little shocked that you, being Mr. Safety, would have done something.
Well, they're not going to take them to their room.
How can
they enjoy them then?
You have to realize.
No, they're going to. You've come to the kitchen, and,
And
there's
I think we have an expert witness on this. It's not that easy to. It's not that difficult to sneak stuff past you. Okay, you're unaware. You're completely
Out at 8
unaware.
p.m.
I think you guys would be either surprised and maybe disappointed at how many candles I have in my house.
How many?
How many?
I have probably 20.
What kind of scents?
Really?
I've got pumpkin and some other scents, maybe a lavender.
What do you have in the bedroom?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin in the
Do you have a different scent in every room? Do you have one scent for the day? How does that work?
No, I tend to light one candle at a time. So I have a lot of unlit candles in my house. I just like the way they look on a shelf. Stuff
What do you
like
put
that.
in the bathroom? What scent?
Oh, what is in there? It's something white.
Tuna, I think.
That's delightful.
It's sort of a baby powderish smell.
Oh, there you go.
It's very pleasant.
I was stunned at some of the scents that they had available.
Did you make a candle?
No, I was supervising.
Could you sprinkle like cedar chips into the paraffin, and then when it hardens, they're in there?
I don't know. I would have to ask.
I've had
them.
a candle do that once.
We didn't do that.
You didn't pay
Burst
any
in flame.
attention.
No. Well, that
You
fortunately.
were on the phone.
No, I was not on the phone. Fortunately, there was a really good coffee shop right next door.
So you had nothing to do.
So you go, here, girls, happy birthday. I'm going to go get some coffee.
So do you hold the wick and then they cut it off? How's that done?
They handle all the technical stuff.
You weren't there at all, were you?
There was a very nice lady supervising.
Very nice.
When you weren't supervising.
And there were a bunch of adult parties going on, too.
Well, yeah, because that's an adult thing.
It's not normally like you take your kids to a museum or Chuck E. Cheese or the candle making
Or
store.
the trampoline place where they can jump around and have fun.
Yeah.
We go there all the time.
You go make candles. You have a nice lunch of corn pone and hardtack.
That's right. And then you go to the quilt making store.
Yeah. Tomorrow, next year, we're going to churn butter.
That's exactly
That sounds great.
Coming up, we have a very interesting experiment. We are going to be hearing a story about Chat GPT.
Oh, God.
Which you're going to be hearing a lot about this year.
Don't think so.
Like it or not. Well, if you read, I'm surprised you haven't heard about it. And crack open an occasional newspaper. We are going to show
Willie,
you.
what's a newspaper?
What do you mean?
There you go.
We'll show you how it works or doesn't work.
Okay.
Involving Mr. Pat Godwin. He doesn't even know about this.
Oh.
I'm very excited about it. Right now, I want you to help. I want to help everybody out there.
Do you?
Because Valentine's Day just around the corner.
Yeah, February 14th.
Yeah, so sooner than later, we got to act on this right now. You got to meet Perry, P-E-R-I. That is, of course, short for Periwinkle. Periwinkle is the new color of the beautiful gold-dipped American Beauty rose from Steven Singer Jewelers. Details, of course, are found at IHateStevenSinger.com. The new color, kind of a, I was not aware what Periwinkle was. It's kind of a bluish, purpley violet, indigo, whatever you want to call it. And it's a beautiful color on a rose that is a real rose, an American Beauty rose dipped in 24-karat gold. Stevens roses are, they come in multiple colors, of course, and they tend to sell out this time of year. So act now to get the Periwinkle rose by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Exclusively and only available at Steven Singer Jewelers, the #1 gift for Valentine's Day. And by the way, they come, of course, with the free lifetime guarantee, starting at just $59, and, of course, fast and free shipping. Find out all the details and all the great jewelry, IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, we have the Mad Shatter, another burglar that doesn't just take, he leaves.
A turd burglar?
Yeah, of course. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, news.
Hey.
Pat Godwin, music.
Hello. Yes.
Josh Arnold. Just sitting there, actually.
And where am I sitting?
At the Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Thank you. Now I can go back to just sitting.
There's Ace Cosby.
Where am I sitting?
Behind the controls. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hi, Tom.
Learn you something a little bit later on this morning, I'll tell you what.
Really?
You're going to teach us? Okay.
Yeah, it's just an interesting thing going on out there.
Oh, Captain,
you might
our
not be
Captain.
aware of, but we'll find out about it. But right now, we turn to Christy Lee. I understand we have crime news.
We do have crime news, but I have to find it. That's not
Is
something.
it murder?
God, no, it's not murder.
Oh,
what do you
oh.
think it is?
Book 'em, Christy. Murder. Somebody stole somebody's butt.
You're
Somebody steals
closer.
somebody's butt?
Is it a butt thief?
A thief defecated into a sink at the business he was robbing.
There you go.
Now he's been caught after he connected his personal account to a stolen iPad. The Tukwila Police Department in Washington stated that the Tukwila Community Center was broken into. Thieves stole a laptop, an iPad, and charging cable.
I've driven past that exit.
Have you?
Yeah, it's that town, and then there's a town Mockingbird. It's the Tukwila Mockingbird exit. Yeah.
Boo.
Oh!
Well worth it.
Yeah, I was going to boo, but I was so stunned.
Well worth the leap. Thank you.
Really? Okay.
No, I said boo Radley is what I said.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, the tag.
You bet.
Tukwila. Tukwila.
The department wrote on social media, for reasons unknown, the suspect decided to leave behind a stool sample in a sink rather than dispose of the evidence in the toilet. In addition to the DNA sample left at the scene, the suspect left some great digital forensic evidence for us when they merged the stolen laptop's Apple account with their own personal account.
Idiot.
Police are calling the thief the Phantom Pooper.
All right.
And they invited the alleged thief to save everyone some time and surrender himself. Of course, after washing his hands with soap. Why do they assume it's a man?
Yes. women can crap in public?
Sure.
Boy, odds are.
Odds are.
If I'm a betting man, I'm guessing it's a dude.
Remember when you were a little boy and you learned that women crap sitting down?
How did little boys do it?
Well, for a while there I stood. I thought it was the same as peeing.
Thank God the phone rang. This
You're
can't be
much
good.
weirder than I thought. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie, how are you?
I heard you guys bragging about this Dick bastard that burgled a house and left more than he took after burgling.
Yeah.
It sounds like he needs to burgle a plunger now.
Yeah.
Remember in Home Alone, the movie, when they'd leave the faucets running after burgling, just so they could be known as the Wet Bandits?
Oh, yes.
Then in Home Alone 2, they used pine tar because they wanted to be known as the Sticky Bandits. Who's his dick want to be called the Scat Burglar? Swear to God. I don't care what his Twitter handle is. Sounds like he needs to be on the diaper, you know? Maybe he can't hold as much from all the excitement he gets from the build-up to burgling. Or maybe he goes before he burgles so the canines can't track what's been burgled after he leaves the house.
What?
Who knows, man? You think it's fun to work in forensics till you're fetching corn with salad tongs in a Ziploc bag?
Yeah.
I'll say it like this. If you ain't got an alarm system in the house yet, before you go to bed, you'd better leave out a roll of 2-ply and a squatty potty. Because this ain't Santa come down the chimney. It's a return of Turd Ferguson. I swear to God. He'll clog your pipes before he wipes. I swear to God he will.
Very helpful, yeah. That's, this is the second story in a row like this.
Yeah.
That's something.
I wonder if it's part of the thrill, part of the turn on of violating the space.
Yeah, could be.
I mean, I think it's relatively common
for thieves.
Yeah,
You said this happened to you, right?
It did happen to me. My apartment in New York got robbed. Yeah, and there was a special greeting, and the cop said, "Yeah, that'll do. They'll do that sometimes."
Where'd they leave it?
Right in the middle of the living room. Charming, really.
Yeah.
Did you use
set
the
up
plate
the
method?
room?
No, I did not use the plate. I had not developed that yet, but it's certainly a fair question. But I did not find the old stink in the sink, if you will. It was.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's very depressing. But we have to move on, Christy. What else have you got?
A new study suggests the Earth's inner core may have started spinning in the other direction.
Terrific.
Approximately 3,100 miles below the Earth's surface, our planet's inner core can spin independently because it floats in the liquid metal outer core. Researchers in China analyzed seismic waves from repeating earthquakes over the last 6 decades.
China, Josh.
And said they discovered that the inner core's rotation, quote, came to a near halt around 2009, then turned in an opposite direction.
What the hell would cause this?
They believe the inner core rotates relative to the Earth's surface, back and forth like a swing. One cycle of the swing is about 7 decades, meaning it changes direction roughly every 35 years.
What is happening in there?
I don't know, but it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's just nuts. That's crazy. How would they know that? They can't go down, they can't go down there and check. I mean,
no.
So is it like the rinse cycle for the planet to have it stop and spin the other way?
Wasn't there a movie, Journey to the Center of the Earth?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Wonder if they found that.
Yeah. Well, they found a lot of stuff kind of unlikely, like, sunlight.
Yeah, clouds.
And ocean.
Yeah.
It's a whole different world.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
mighty dark down there, I'm guessing.
Different animals.
A little hot, too.
So it's now spinning. It's now spinning Australian style. I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is, of course, apocryphal. Now, what else have you got, Christy?
Well, let's get to this story. The artificial intelligence-driven chatbot known as ChatGPT actually passed an MBA exam given by a professor at the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School.
The implications of this are not good.
The chatbot scored between a B- and a B on the exam.
Yeah, not just anybody can get one of these.
Authorities noted some of the bot's failings, however, saying ChatGPT-3 at times makes surprising mistakes in relatively simple calculations at the level of a 6th grade math student.
I bet a 6th grade math student is smarter at math than I am. I have no doubt.
But this is interesting. I mean, they say that this what do you call it? Chat GPT can write essays and exams and papers, and they're concerned that students won't even do their own homework. They'll just ask this robot to write them, and it's becoming more and more prevalent. So here's what we did.
What?
Pat's not aware of this, but we took Pat's Yoga Pants song and fed it into the Chat GPT
Is that
system.
right? Okay.
To see how it would interpret the song. Would you mind playing at the beginning of your Yoga Pants song? This is a really
want a
fun,
verse or
fun-
two?
fun- Yeah, do a couple of verses.
Here you go.
And I'll show you what the thing is.
What?
I love a lady in a cocktail dress, but it's not my favorite, I confess. You know what makes my pecker dance? A pretty woman in yoga pants. A little more? Yoga pants are tight and bold, and they mold every fold. When you bend over in a leg extension, my downward dog comes to attention. There you go.
Okay,
right?
now here's what the computer thought when the song.
You really did this?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
wait a minute.
All
What, don't you think you should give Pat the lyrics and let him sing the new lyrics instead of you?
I don't think you can say it. It turns it into an essay.
Oh, okay.
And it says, I did yoga for a couple times, and I kept falling over, so I didn't do it. I did it and got the farts when bending over. Gonna say, yeah, we have audio of you doing yoga.
All right, I'm no longer worried about this technology.
Pat, your job is safe, buddy.
Yeah,
Makes no sense.
Then it says, I don't know how you would ever get to love a lady in a cocktail dress, but it's not my favorite, I confess. You know what makes me think of romance? My downward dog comes to attention.
Oh, it kind of jumps around a bit.
I'm behind a gallon yoga class. I'm not sure why it has the reference to a quantity of fluid.
Because she's a gal in yoga class.
Oh.
Can't take my eyes off for a shapely ass. Oh, I should move to Namaste. Those yoga pants should make my... Damn, look at the girls with the long blonde hair. I had a beautiful foreign.
And you're worried about this, Chat GPT?
Well, this is the early stages of this stuff. Some of the stuff that it can do is really scary. The fact that it can pass an MBA exam is pretty scary. Pretty
You
soon.
want us as alarmed as you are about this.
Yes.
Well, a lot of teachers are concerned about it because you can say to this thing, okay, write me an essay about, I don't know, whatever.
So the
compare
teachers
T.S.
need to do
Eliot
their
and
job.
Ernest Hemingway.
If they turn that in,
Yeah.
something that's like
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
This is, But I just thought it was kind of interesting, and because pretty soon we're going to have. Well, we already had Robo Lawyer. Remember that story a couple of weeks ago about a robot representing someone in court? That's pretty disturbing. So we'll see. And then now there's a anti-Chat GPT program out there that can look at something and determine that it's been written by a robot.
Wait a minute. Read the start of that again.
It says, I did yoga for a couple times and I kept falling over, so I didn't do it.
That's what I said yesterday when we were talking about yoga.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said. And then I said I sharted in my underwear.
Yeah, exactly. How did it get that if
I
you just
don't
fed the
know.
song in?
No, because we fed the audio from yesterday's show.
Oh, I see.
So then it says, so I didn't do it till I got the farts while bending over. So I didn't realize that's your part.
So it kind of just
Repeated.
Yeah.
Repeated.
Put it in his own words.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
The farting robot.
Well, that's something.
Interesting. We'll continue to follow this story because it's going to be playing out for quite some time. Coming up, by the way, coming up, Allie Breen with Sexy Time.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask Allie about the marijuana component of sexuality coming up. Also, we have in the news a story that I'm very excited about.
What?
Hard to find pasta shapes are hitting the shelves.
Are they?
Yes. So we got, and including a pasta update from that brand new pasta.
Honey, they have vulva back in stock.
Bachelorette party? We're coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Every cup of Nespresso coffee is an invitation to transform your morning routine into a ritual you can treasure each and every day. Using the Vertuo Pop, a simple touch of the button freshly brews bold aromas and a rich, velvety crema layer for delicious cafe-quality coffee at home. Whether you enjoy your coffee hot or over ice, every sip, every morning is unforgettable. Nothing tastes like Nespresso coffee. Visit Nespresso.com or our app to explore our full range of easy-to-use machines and coffees not found anywhere else.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chick.
Jessica Alsman joins us.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Coming up, it'll be Sexy Time with Allie Breen. And we'll be finding out what the latest is in the world.
Talk to me, Tom.
World of sex. And, we were talking about it earlier a little bit. A study out of the Carolinas suggesting that marijuana users, at least they think that they're having better sex. I can't even read you the headline. Did you see the actual headline that came with, Christy?
Did I? No.
Well, it's because I edited it out. It was. I didn't want your.
Good question.
I didn't want your tender eyes to see it.
Oh, thank you. What's it say?
It was.
What word did you think it was objectionable? I'd be interested to hear this.
Can't really say.
Orgasm?
Was it like stoner boners or something?
No. It wasn't. It was a 3-letter word.
Oh, that's not also. That
Sex?
can also be a 4-letter word?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep.
Followed by a word implying intensity.
Sure.
I don't like quizzes.
Well, perhaps the author graduated magna cum laude.
Could be.
Okay.
Or
all right.
loudly, apparently. We return to the.
Is it
Speaking
hard
of
in there?
marijuana.
Yes.
Hard in there?
Harder.
Okay.
We have Christy Lee at the news.
Speaking of marijuana, Willie Nelson will celebrate his 90th birthday at an all-star concert at the Hollywood Bowl in April. 2
the gray-haired
days.
stranger.
29th and 30th, and boy, does he have a lineup. Chris Stapleton, who we talked about earlier, Neil Young, Miranda Lambert, Snoop Dogg, and about a whole list of other people that I don't have time to mention.
And by the way, Chris Stapleton will be doing the national anthem at the Super Bowl, which I think is super
That's
cool.
right. Tickets for Willie's Bash go on sale this week.
If only they'd let him do a song of his instead of doing that awful song.
So your suggestion then is, in lieu of the national anthem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
No.
There's Midnight Train to wherever he
Clarksville?
takes his train.
Oh, it's a good song.
He takes a train somewhere. I like that one. Yeah.
Dolly Parton's upcoming rock album will feature. Oh, did I mention Willie's got a new album coming out too in March called I Don't Know a Thing About Love?
All right.
Dolly Parton's upcoming rock album will feature Stevie Nicks, Paul McCartney, and other music legends. During an appearance on The View, I'm sorry, Dolly, Parton said she also recruited John Fogerty, Steve Perry, Pink, Brandi Carlile, and Steven Tyler.
Awesome.
Cher will make an appearance on the album as well, but Parton has not
If I
determined
could turn back time.
which song at this point, referring to her rock.
Half-breed.
It's all I ever
Probably not that one.
Probably not. Referring to her rock
That
and
is
roll.
a terrible song.
I don't know it.
It is so
Half-breed?
awful.
I don't know that I've heard it.
That was huge.
They put
It
the
was a-
money down.
It was a big hit.
Okay, I'll
Very unfortunate.
I'll check it out.
Referring to her Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, Ms. Dolly Parton said, quote, I just didn't feel like I'd earned it, but they explained to me why I was in it, so I said, well, if you insist of giving it to me, I'll take it. But if I'm going to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I'm going to have to do something to earn it, thus the album.
That's right, Dolly. Show them.
No. There's a.
It will feature.
Must we go down that road?
It'll feature covers of Led Zeppelin's "Stairway to Heaven" and
Is that
Rolling
right?
Stones' "I Can't Get No Satisfaction."
I can't imagine the caterwauling going on.
She said, I'm doing my best to try to get Mick Jagger on this, but I did his song anyway, even if he doesn't show up. No release date yet for the project.
Stairway is an interesting choice.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm not so sure.
Huh. All right, well, we'll have to find out.
There's a cute picture
Maybe
of
she should
Stevie
go
Nicks.
go Danzig, Ozzy, go
Well.
a little heavier. What do you think, Ace? A little Quiet Riot.
If Pat Boone did it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that is a fun verse.
Come on and feel the noise. No thanks. There's a famous interview way back in the early days of the Grateful Dead, way back, and Jerry Garcia's talking about his favorite artist, and he mentions Dolly Parton. This is, we're talking 71 or 2, I think.
Yeah, heck of a songwriter.
Because and he of course would emerge as a very fine bluegrass player.
Sure.
So he was a big, of all things you wouldn't expect in the heyday of all the LSD and everything else that he'd be praising Dolly Parton. But Jerry was a big fan. So yeah, it'll be weird, I think. And I'm a huge Dolly Parton fan. Maybe she should, like in the cover, wear like a black wig and black nails, go full goth.
She'd look Elvira-ish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she would.
She won't. It'll be Dolly.
But it's Dolly.
Well, yeah.
She did such a good job. Like her and Miley, I know Miley Cyrus or whatever is more pop, but like I loved hearing them harmonize during the New Year's Eve special. So Dolly can do no wrong.
I agree.
In my opinion.
She and Stevie Nicks might make an interesting combo.
Yeah.
That could be. That wouldn't make sense. I just don't understand. She really isn't in the Rock and Roll. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame needs to have a new name because it's not just
Popular Music Hall of Fame.
Just the Music Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I mean, there a lot of artists in there really would be considered rock and roll, but hey, it's like giving Dylan the Nobel Prize in Literature.
Yeah, it may only be rock and roll, but I like it. People are selling off Disney Splash Mountain water. I don't know if you've heard about this.
I've heard it tastes terrible.
Following Disney Splash Mountain's permanent closure, folks are now selling water from the ride on eBay. WOFL TV.
Awful TV.
Reports listings began popping up even before the ride closed January 22nd. By the way, don't be worried. The ride will reopen as Tiana's Bayou Adventure late next year.
Cool.
Bags, vials, bottles, and jars of water range in price from 99 cents to hundreds of dollars.
Don't buy this.
One listing titled Genuine Disney Splash Mountain Water circa 2021 was listed for $1,000.
Come on.
Though it has generated 0 bids so far.
Yeah.
2021.
You'd label it COVID-20.
Yeah, it's 2 years old.
Cool.
Isn't there a thing you were telling me? I'm pretty sure you were the one telling me this. Cam girl bathwater.
This
apparently is a thing.
This was not me telling you that.
Okay,
I can see why you would think so, but no,
But I think it is a thing.
Bathwater, yeah.
That sounds like
I mean, it doesn't surprise
You
me.
can sell bath water?
Sure.
Yeah, in other words, this is what is it called? This is like an OnlyThings thing.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. The Only Things would be much different, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? In other words,
sure.
some woman would be bathing, and then for a fee, she would send you the bath water.
Yeah, very good.
Do you have to see her bathing in the water?
I'm sure that'd be part of it.
Probably, right? You'd see the jar, and she'd be like, "Here's your jar."
Yeah,
Because wasn't there a woman that was farting in jars?
Yeah, the girl from 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, that's
right.
She made hundreds of thousands.
There you go.
Right.
There you go. 90 Day Fiance. It's one of Ace's top 10.
Hundreds of
Great show.
We're leaving money on the table, Jessica.
I know.
Josh reminds me of that every day.
Oh, boy.
So-
you know what? I'm thinking I'm leaving money on the table.
Yeah, why don't you
There's got to
sell
be an
it?
audience out there for my socks, my bath water.
Yeah, of
Sure.
course.
You want to check out my Josh Arnold socks?
I've seen you sell your boxers.
Yeah.
Game worn.
Yep.
I think, why don't we try selling some of your bath water?
All right.
It's perfectly legal, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
Sure.
And you would bathe in it, right?
Well, yeah.
Do
I'll
you
take
take
a bath
baths?
in it. Not normally, no.
I'll have PJ design a nice label for it.
Okay.
So I'm envisioning something like you in a bathtub with one of those big stick brushes in your back.
Oh, I just got a new bath pillow, though, that's really
You know
strong.
what I'm saying? Like that old-fashioned
Yes.
tubby time thing.
You know what?
With a big
Maybe it
grin.
is. Instead of talking about it, I retire. Maybe. Maybe it is.
I like this idea, and we should donate all the proceeds to the WWF. They do great work. It's the Willie's Weed Fund. It helps me out.
I thought it was the World Wildlife Federation. Anyway, yeah, Cam girl. Who was telling me about this?
I don't know.
I'm
You
not
have
sure.
weird friends.
Well, that's for sure. But yeah, this is interesting. Splash Mountain water. It's, I guess what is it going to be like? The 2% urine from maintenance workers. I used to love Splash Mountain. That was a fun ride.
I did too.
I love all log rides.
So it'll
Too. It'll be the same basic ride. They're just changing the inside.
but it's taking. It's
story.
going to take
They're renaming it.
a year.
more than a year.
I know.
It's going to be cool. Updated.
Well, the Imagineers can't be rushed.
And aren't they also changing the Aerosmith?
Rock and roller coaster.
Oh, they are?
I think so. Yeah.
With like a whole new band and stuff, or
Oh, why'd they change it to?
I saw the headline and didn't read the article. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing.
Okay.
Anyway, coming up, we have Sexy Time with Allie Breen. But right now, this show always sounds better when you're listening to it in great earbuds, and that's where the Raycon earbuds come in because they're twice as good and half the price. Tell me more, Chick McGee.
That's right. Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. You're saying, how's that possible, Chick? Well, believe me, it is. They just keep getting better. And the perfect optimized gel tips fit in every ear ever made. And you get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and the price just right. Quality audio at about half the price of other premium audio brands. And they also have 3 customizable sound profiles, noise isolation, and awareness mode. It's got it all. And Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 50,000 5-star reviews. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off your Raycon order. Such a deal. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Get a pair for you and a pair for somebody else.
You're the best. Thank you very much, Chick. Coming up, Sexy Time.
All right.
With Allie Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Fred Warner, linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers. Abercrombie has the new suits you need, plus all the collared shirts to go with them. The Abercrombie & Fitch Collins suit is the only suit you'll ever need for any occasion. Available in slim, classic, and athletic. Pair with a collared classic. Go with a soft, easy-to-wear sweater polo or a comfortable long-sleeve shirt. With so many different fits and fabrics, you can make a look that's completely your own. Add the Abercrombie & Fitch Collins suit and new collared shirts to every occasion this season. Shop online or in store.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Josh Arnold is here.
Chick.
At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Jessica Alsman.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Willie Griswold here.
Yo.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom with a special guest, I think.
There she is.
Ooh.
I'm not sure where she
she's
is, but
not
there
at
she
home.
is. It's the
Not at
lovely,
home.
the lovely Allie Breen.
You got to let that apartment go. That's all
Wow.
there is to it.
Wait a minute, we have to guess. I'm going to guess Florida
You nailed it.
because you've
You
got
guys
that
are getting
nice,
to know me
that
well.
nice sort of seashore paneling behind you.
Yeah.
Is that
Exactly.
is that your Airbnb that we can rent?
Yep, that's the one.
Oh.
That's yours?
Yeah. Well, me and my sisters, yes, families.
Yeah, they own that.
So you went with the styrofoam paneling there. That's nice. It saves money, but you know,
Nothing
they
but the
won't-
best.
Yeah, they won't know until.
What city are you in?
Right by Orlando.
Kissimmee?
And yeah, pretty much. It's and then I'm playing a retirement home in Hernando today.
Oh.
Is it
Yeah.
called the Hideaway? Hernando's Hideaway. Anyone get that?
I played that character in the pajama game.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
John
Thank you.
Gamble. Yeah. Now, Allie Breen is a fine stand-up comedian. Do you have a special presentation you do when you play these places?
Not really. I feel like it's a lot of Northeast people who just come down to retire, so it's not that crazy that you need to change your set that much. I mean, I clean it up a little bit, I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like fun.
You don't have to add any Red Buttons references. Or
McHale's Navy.
Johnny Carson. Or
Well, this morning we were talking about
That would kill.
the TV show McHale's Navy.
Thanks, Christy.
Starring the great Ernest Borgnine, Academy Award winner.
And today, I think, is Ernest Borgnine's birthday.
And probably the last member of that cast that's alive, I think, the gentleman who played Fuji, the POW, is deceased as of a couple days ago.
Was Gavin McLeod? Did he pass away?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
a couple
okay.
years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. He was, let's see, he wasn't a Christie, and then I forget what his character was, but he was in that show. He was good. So I'm sorry, we've gotten off topic. Before we get to your letters, Allie, we have been discussing a scientific study released from a university or two in the Southeast about marijuana use and sex. Christy, do you have the sort of a short version of this story?
Yeah, it was in Eastern Carolina University and North Carolina University. Did a research project with 811 participants ranging in age from 18 to 85, Allie. And they found out about their sex and cannabis habits. Over 70% of regular cannabis users said they experienced increased desire and orgasm intensity while high.
Ooh. All right.
Now, are you
Those are good things.
Depending on what state you're in, are you a marijuana person at all?
Am I?
Yeah.
No, I've never really been into it. It just makes me sleepy and paranoid. It doesn't do the good sex thing for me.
Okay. Well,
I'd be into it if it did.
yeah, but apparently, would you say 70% of regular cannabis users said
Yeah,
they?
70%. That's a lot.
Yeah. So I just was curious if you had any experience with that. Perhaps we can get some.
No, but I
letters.
bet this retirement home I'm playing does. Have you heard about how how freaky they get.
Yeah, nothing like some gummies for the arthritis, I'm guessing. So, in any event, let's move forward. People can write you letters at Allie Breen, ALLIBREEN, with their love troubles, and we're here to tackle them. What have you got?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend is awesome, but he's very jealous. If he texts me and I don't get back to him for a few hours, or if I change my schedule and don't let him know right away, he really flips out. He says it's disrespectful because he knows my phone is always in my hand, so I should always be in touch. But I tell him I'm an adult who sometimes gets busy. Who is right?
You're
right.
Yeah, you are.
You are absolutely right. He's a narcissist and he's crazy. Get out.
This is true, but how odd to find that the guy's at fault here. That's weird.
Yeah, she needs to have one of those automatic messages where you can press a button. It'll say, hey, Snookums, I'm in the middle of a meeting right now. I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
You have one of those?
That would be perfect. Can you program that
You can
per
program
person?
that
or would
to
that
say
just go out
that?
to everyone?
Yeah, I've got a bunch of them. They say,
Yeah, but it doesn't say Snookums on
No,
it.
I was-
Oh, well, yeah, we all have those general.
I don't call anyone Snookums except perhaps one of my dogs because she's such a good girl.
She is a Snookums.
She's the best girl you've ever seen. Had a little problem yesterday.
Oh, just wait till she goes outside and sees this 8 inches of snow.
She
Check
crapped
local
on the floor.
Even worse.
She's like, I'm not going out there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't blame her.
Crapped on the floor.
In their kennel. It's a long story. Well, let's get back to Allie Breen. I think you're not a fireman, ma'am,
No.
and you need to tell this. If you're a fireman or a firewoman, you've got to be available 24/7. But you got to go about your life. You can't be expected constantly to return his texts.
Right.
What if you're driving?
No joke. And you don't have to answer to him. He's not your dad. Like, you know what I mean?
He's not the boss of me.
Yeah, and he's projecting. He's probably cheating. Sorry. That's why he's wanting to keep tabs on you because he feels guilty.
Oh, now that's a little rough.
Yeah.
No, I think he just.
Well, it could be he's doing something shady if he doesn't get right back.
Yep.
In the proper amount of time, perhaps.
So he assumes
exactly.
she does the same thing.
Sounds like he's doesn't have much to do.
Could be.
Kill him! Shoot him in the head!
That's smart.
What are you doing now?
Always a good solution.
What are you doing now? What are you doing now? What are you doing now?
She should just write back really mundane text, just like, "Yep, napping again, still napping."
Yeah.
Now do the thing where here's what you do.
Turn your phone off.
No. You take your elbow.
Oh God.
And you take a photograph of it real close, so it looks like you've got this
That's
big hairy
hilarious.
ass crack.
I was totally wrong.
butt
That
photo.
is hilarious. That is.
And then
always
said
makes
this,
me laugh
and
no
then
matter
say,
what.
"This wants you now."
Oh, God.
Can you fill this crack in?
Yeah,
Stuff
give
like
him
that.
what you'd call that'd be an EJ. No, I think
That should be the programmed
She
outgoing
just needs to get
message
this guy to
that-
calm down a little bit. He'll be okay.
Yeah, just
I
reply with
don't think I
memes.
would toss him quite yet.
No, I didn't say that.
No,
I did.
Yeah, I do too. He's not going to get better.
Nope.
Okay.
Wow.
Next.
Kick him out.
Okay, what do we got next, Allie?
Dear Allie, I just broke up with my girlfriend after 10 years because she was cheating on me and I never want to speak to her again. I say that because I now have genital warts. My question is, should I tell her? Do I have to pick up the phone and call her? Because she's the only one I was seeing, so she must be who could have given them to me.
Oh.
I mean, can't you tell her via text or something? Do you have to talk to her?
Take a picture of your elbow,
Do they
but
go
draw
away?
little dots on it.
Just write on her Facebook page, "Thanks for the genital warts."
That's good. That's a smart idea.
Yeah.
No,
So that
yeah.
way it warns everybody.
Take out a billboard with her picture on it and her name.
can't delete
This
that.
woman has genital warts. That's the mature thing to do. Yeah.
Just move
That's the
forward.
best way.
Just get rid of it. The whole thing. Get it over
Does
with.
that go away?
I don't know.
They will go away. Most
Is that an HPV thing?
It can be. So
Oh.
that's, yeah.
Oof.
I don't want to say without having all the information.
Okay.
That is the worst name of any STD. That's
Genital
just-
warts.
Well,
Yeah.
it's much more descriptive than many of the other ones.
Yeah.
Crabs is a
That is
pretty
true.
descriptive one. If you've ever seen one of those babies up close, they look like a monster. Like crabs.
I don't think
like,
they exist anymore because
pu-
no one has
pubic
pubes.
crabs versus Godzilla.
Right?
Were you one of the last people to have crabs?
It
I think I
Maybe.
might have been. Yeah.
You could have been, yeah.
All right, dear Allie, This one, brace yourself for this one. My boyfriend likes giving me swirlies, which is when he sticks my head in the toilet while we do the
Get out, get out now.
Let's hear this out.
No, this is no. You must immediately vacate.
Maybe she likes it. Let's find out.
Misunderstood hero.
No, this is You think genital warts are bad? You're going to get.
How the hell did this
You're
happen?
going to get E. coli poisoning.
Let's not judge. So what's
She
going on
gets
here?
swirlies while they're doing it?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm fine when we do this at home, so I know that everything is super clean, but now he keeps trying to press me to get me to do it in public places. No way I could do that, and I feel like I already go above and beyond for him, and now I feel unappreciated.
See, stuff like this makes me turn into more like Chick. I never want to leave my house again. I don't want to have to shake anyone's hand.
Many benefits.
Here's the problem
How do
with
you
this.
get that fetish? Yeah, that's a crazy...
Yeah, how do you?
I mean, he's got to it's a degrading. He must just be into her. That's the problem. He needs it, and will probably need a partner who will allow the public.
I'd recommend Guantanamo, where he can go down there and waterboard some of the fellas.
He's going to have to find a woman who not only is willing to do this but likes it.
Yep.
Yikes.
So
that's what the internet's for, though, right?
That is what the internet's
There's probably a website for this.
That's
I've never heard of
wild.
that ever.
Swirly bird.
I never heard of that.
Swirly bird.
No, how about Kohler Queen?
Kohler Queen. I really didn't need that. No, that was a thing. That's just
that is
awful.
really something.
I mean,
That was a
wouldn't you get pink eye immediately?
She said she cleans her toilet, though. She
Right,
said she's
right.
really good
Still,
at
didn't you get bleach in your eyes?
How is it physically possible?
Well,
without
Doggy style.
drowning.
Doggy style.
Yeah, standing up doggy
Yeah,
style.
but
Head in the
still.
toilet.
You know what
Yeah.
doggy style is, right?
There we go. Jess is nailing it. Yep.
Gosh, but that's so hard. How do you? Yeah.
There's a lot going on there.
That's
a big
really
bathroom.
something.
That's a big bathroom.
I'd
Really
imagine you have to maybe you can just pretend. Maybe it can be really low water, so you can pretend that you're in there and just get the bottom of your hair
Still,
wet.
for God's sake.
I don't know what.
Is he
the-
flushing while her head's under?
Don't we have any bullets? What the hell? This is insane.
There's just so much to
Honey,
concentrate on.
I'm talking to this woman now. There are plenty of fish in the sea. You do not have to stay with this person. That is just awful. Awful, awful. Yeah,
You did go above and beyond.
you did.
It's not your fault.
No.
Unless you're getting a
Is that for
taste
the
for it,
public toilet?
like
Where would it
the old
escalate to
Stockholm Kohler syndrome.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, okay. Let's get our next letter.
Sorry,
Allie
Al.
Breen, Allibreen. What are your love troubles? They can't be as bad as that one.
That's breathtaking.
Dear Allie, my girlfriend told me his mom hates all of her boyfriends. She doesn't think anyone is good enough for her. So I just met the family. They were perfectly friendly to me. I said it seemed to me that her mom liked me, and my girlfriend said there's no way she's just being polite. Is she messing with me? Why would she not just let me think that that's
You need
the
a
case?
giant
I'm not
glass
sure
of who
what's
cares.
happening.
Yeah.
Don't
who
even.
cares?
Don't even. Who cares?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Tommy.
No, this is
Yeah.
she's,
Doesn't matter.
Whatever if she's faking it, so what?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you don't need her. You're not with her. You're with the daughter.
Yeah.
You never know. You know, there's a chance for a long. If you guys stay together for a long while, she'll warm up. But don't even worry about it.
Yeah, but your
Just be with
girlfriend
your
should be a
girlfriend.
little bit kinder about it. Like, oh, yeah, she was really nice, as opposed to saying, no, she hates you. She's faking it.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
See,
Oh,
I
that
agree
was
because
kinda
now the
mean.
girlfriend is still insisting. She's like, no, I'm a princess, and my mom still doesn't think you're good enough.
Yeah, that is kind of.
Oh, you think that's going on?
If that's
then
the
that's
case.
that's a different
Seems
problem.
like.
Huh.
Yeah, because why wouldn't she just let him think that she liked him? It seems like she's being a little catty.
He needs to do something to make an impression on her. I'd recommend flashing above some mashed potatoes and gravy at dinner.
That's
The
not a
mother?
bad move.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do the old Charlie Chaplin walk into the dining room
yeah,
swinging it?
Swinging it.
That's always fun.
Give his daughter a swirly and a porta pot,
That'll,
and then,
that'll
talk
teach him.
about it over dinner.
Okay, we got
Oh, porta potty swirlies.
No, you
Oh,
can't do a
God.
swirly there. There's no flush mechanism.
Oh.
yeah, it'd be more of a
It'd be more of a stilly.
It'd be like a mud dive.
Yeah.
Why'd you dye your hair blue? Huh?
yeah, that would be very rough.
Yeah, that sure would.
That's more of a marinate.
Oh.
situation. I'm sorry, Allie. We have time for one more letter.
Oh, God.
Dear Allie, my boyfriend's sweat smells like skunk. He showers regularly, but when he goes to the gym or when we get hot and heavy, that's just how it smells. I'm used to it, but I hate that I have to fully shower even after we just cuddle. Is it too mean to tell him we actually have to plan our escapades around this?
There's got to be something he could try.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe
Is
you
that
could.
because he smokes a lot of pot? He
That's
smells
what I'm
like
wondering.
skunk?
I was wondering what is he taking
Yeah.
in that would make his sweat smell
Right.
like that?
I'm 80%
That'd be
Heineken.
great, though. It's like a pot smell,
It's a pot smell, yeah.
Actually, they should just move to New York because the whole city smells like pot. No one would notice. All you smell anywhere.
Yeah, there may be. I don't know about that. Are there dietary things you can do to change the smell?
Potentially, somebody would know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
do
there's
they,
nothing wrong
Willie?
with
Do
bathing.
they at the legal dispensaries? Do they have particular kinds of pot that are designed not to smell?
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's not a thing. If you smoke a lot of pot, you don't sweat pot smell.
Well, when you drink alcohol,
But they say if
sometimes
you
you
eat a
can
lot
like
of
sweat it
curry, you'll
out.
smell like curry or garlic.
Yeah,
It's a totally different thing.
Do you ever? No,
Maybe.
I have
It just sticks to your
experienced
skin
people
and
whose
your clothes.
people whose sweat smells like tobacco smoke.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's because the sweat hits. I don't know. I'd have to. Willie, do you know any stoners who, when they sweat, it smells like weed?
No, not at all. It's not like those old Gatorade commercials where you sweat the color. It's
Yeah,
not like
yeah, I know.
That'd be so cool.
Sweat a bunch of green.
That's a real
So you
thing.
think his sweat just naturally smells like...
Yeah,
Does
I think
it?
something his pH balance is off in some way. Something.
You know, it's for sure his sweat. It could be his hair, because like if he has like maybe
There's no
some
reason to
thick,
doubt this
curly
lady.
hair.
Do you have a pet skunk, ma'am?
Is that
there
the
a pet
issue?
skunk?
Is this a Mr. Obvious bit?
Is there?
No, because it hasn't gone on for 9 minutes.
Oh, wow.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
No, I'm not. They're
I
very
was
long.
kidding.
They're very
There
long.
they are.
See, I wish this were a Dear Abby thing. 'Cause remember how she would title each letter? This would be when the sweat hits the fan. It's kind of a nice fun.
You're killing it today.
It's fun. Allie Breen is a great comedian. She's a lovely gal.
Yeah, it smells like
and she's in Florida, and you're going to be, what is it, the McGillicuddies? What was it called? The
I don't even know
Hideaways?
the name. Some
Was it-
retirement. I can look
was
it
it
up. A
Hernando's
retirement.
Hideaway? or
Hernando's Hideaway.
Hernando.
Was
I
it
can post
Hernando's or
it.
was it the Hideaway?
No, Hernando is
Hernando.
the area she'll be.
Oh, sorry.
Stop.
Yeah.
You made up Hideaway.
Yeah, tell him Joe sent you.
No, I didn't. It's the pajama game. Allie, you going to be on the TV anytime soon?
No plans, but I will be back in New York at the comic strip this weekend.
Okay, well, go to see Allie Breen. And once again, it's ALLIBREEN if you would like to send us your love troubles. Thanks, Allie.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Nice little condo, it looks like.
Yeah, it does.
I wonder if it's on one of the lakes down there. Like Alligator Lake. One of the,
Lake Buena Vista.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go.
Aren't you responsible for naming that?
I am.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's get to it right now. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We all want to be our best, but sometimes life can be a little bit overwhelming. There's a lot going on out there. The analogy I like to use is you turn on the TV, sometimes you go, there are 1,000 channels, so much so that I can't decide what to watch at all. Sometimes working with a therapist can really help you get closer to the best version of you. That's where BetterHelp comes in. What's really interesting about this, well, first of all, BetterHelp has connected more than 3 million people with licensed therapists. And by the way, it's especially convenient because it's done online. But what's really interesting about this is you'll get hooked up with a therapist, as I mentioned, online, just by filling out a brief questionnaire, and you'll get matched up with a licensed therapist. And if that particular therapist doesn't match your needs, you can switch, no additional charge of any kind. So get the details at BetterHelp.com/BT Show if you want to live a more empowered life. Therapy through BetterHelp can help you get there. And the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you right now by BetterHelp. Visit them today, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. It's 100% online. So, by the way, you can do it if you want to just be talking. You could do it through text therapy. You could do it through with the camera on, whatever works for you. They're very flexible and incredibly accessible, again, because it's 100% online. BetterHelp.com/BT Show and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BT Show. Coming up, we have things in history that are very important. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christine Lee.
Hi.
In the performance room, it's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chick.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Willie Griswold's over there.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. And now here's Tom.
Thank you very much. Well, this is a great pleasure and honor for me to introduce the man himself, the man who gives lessons to comedians in how to be funny. Ladies and gentlemen.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
How does a guy from Boston ask his minister to pass the spaghetti during dinner?
How?
Pasta.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Hey, pasta.
I like that.
I did too.
Yeah.
I had to kind of parse it.
It's real fun to say.
Yeah. And coming up tomorrow, by the way, we have huge pasta news.
Yes, we do.
We can save it. I'm very excited about this.
Man.
What
could be new with pasta?
I don't know why you guys don't pasta news.
Time now for Today in History. Here's Tom.
Okay, thank you very much. Today is, of course...
You know why we have trouble with pasta? Because you insist pasta tastes differently. And it's all made from the same exact thing. And the only way it would taste differently is that different sauce.
That's exactly right. Chick's exactly right.
Pasta doesn't taste differently.
Sure doesn't.
It does.
What's
Pasta does not
the
taste
size, the shape, the thickness.
That all changes. The taste does not.
The taste does not change.
You know
it
what?
Can't. It's
In my
flour and
chili,
water.
I use spaghetti noodles, and some people get really upset about that because it's supposed to be the elbow macaroni noodle.
Oh, I
in
prefer the
chili.
spaghetti.
I do
and
too.
chili mac.
Because it tastes different. That's right.
Oh, history, please.
Today in history. This is odd. 1881, Alexander Graham Bell and Thomas Edison formed the Oriental Telephone Company.
Hello?
That is odd.
Odd name for that. And I guess you can't. I can't even do that.
Nope.
You know the old
Nope.
joke.
Nope. I know what you're thinking.
Let's see now. That's the old phone book joke. Let's see. 1905, the world's largest diamond found in South Africa.
Hey, way to go. You said it right.
Wow.
Good job.
On one of the ancestors of the Kardashians, funny enough.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see.
They're materialistic.
Walt Disney's 101 Dalmatians released the first one in 1961.
Pongo.
Yeah.
And Perdita? Is that the girl's name?
I think so.
That has fun music. Cruella.
That is good stuff. Let's see now. Paul McCartney released from a jail where? Pat Godwin?
Japan.
That's right, in Tokyo.
What did he do?
He was
Pot. It got in the pot.
Okay. The
He's a
weed.
reefer man.
He was being pretentious. You know, I was in the Beatles.
That was the only time he and Linda
Yeah,
ever
go to
spent
jail.
a night apart.
It was wonderful.
Yes. No, that's not what he said.
Quiet.
1759. Happy birthday, Robert Burns.
Yes.
That's what his girlfriend said too after that.
Mr. Burns.
Scottish poet. I'm assuming a drunk.
He looks at me.
Scottish, Irish, same thing.
Close, Pat. Let's see.
Professional courtesy.
The writer, born in 1882, Virginia Woolf, of course, famous for impersonating a grandmother.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
That's right.
And blowing down a house of bricks, wasn't
No,
it?
that's a different wolf, but yeah.
Okay.
Who's afraid?
She put bricks
1938,
in her pocket.
the birthday of the great...
That is so dark.
Yeah.
Sorry. I said she put bricks in her pocket.
She sure waited out there.
It's a one-way ticket to the lighthouse. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Very literary.
She really wanted to leave.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Etta James, born in 1938.
At last. That's such a good song.
I couldn't get her big hit out of my head, and at last I did it. Let's see.
No wonder you think Ace is
Alicia
funny.
Keys,
Yes.
destined to play the piano.
Yes.
Keys,
Yes,
yes.
indeed.
The same way Steve Sachs, destined to play baseball.
I love Alicia. Man, she'll stand up and just...
That New York
She could
State of Mind or whatever that song is
been a locksmith.
Alicia
could have been.
Keys.
Yeah.
This girl is on fire.
Yeah. It's good.
That's great stuff. Now,
That's good stuff.
thank you. Time now to review what we've learned on today's show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Time now for things we learned. Tom has found some
Religion.
classified documents in his SUV's glove box.
It's amazing what they classify. Everybody seems to have some.
Christy Lee's wearing nice fluffy fleece that looks like Teddy Ruxpin.
Yep.
She looks like she's skiing, going skiing.
I don't care.
Scott Rowland You might call him rockin', rolling. He went into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well deserved there, Scotty boy.
Congratulations, Rock. Neil Diamond had a birthday, but that was yesterday. Okay.
Happy birthday, Neil.
Do you want to do your tribute, Pat?
We're going home. It's snowy outside. I've thrown it away already.
Tom,
There you go. I like the way you're thinking, buddy.
we caught Tom reading a book about actor Carl Ballantine.
Oh, sure.
I don't blame you. I barely know who that is.
Carl Ballantine was Gruber on McHale's Navy, a great magician. Find some of his videos. They are so funny.
I guarantee you can't.
He's got a huge schnoz.
He's one of the first comic magicians. Very funny man. Sadly gone.
Huge schnoz.
Ace Cosby, one of his favorite new shows is The Rookie. That means it's almost unwatchable.
Been on 4 years.
So it's not the rookie season. He's still a rookie, huh? When do they take that tag away?
Rudy,
isn't there a rule at advertising you can't say new and improved for more than a few months or something?
Yep, that's true.
He can't be the rookie any longer.
Yeah, New Girl was New Girl for 7 years.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Rudy, the root bear for A&W Root Beer, has to wear jeans from now on. He was pantless, but now they put pants on him.
Who's pressuring that?
I've never had a root beer.
Put them big bear balls away.
Josh,
now Dad's root beer. Dad's root beer. They did ask the
Dad's balls.
They asked Dad to please put pants on. That was a little embarrassing.
Yeah.
But different.
Josh prefers the stickless Edie's pies.
That's right.
If you will.
Keep that stick.
Formerly known as Eskimo pies, and they were politically corrected out of existence.
I helped Josh's doctor yesterday examine his anus.
Thank you for that.
Neither one of us found anything wrong, but we gave him some cream just in case.
Yeah,
prescription cream.
Yeah, let me get that
and
in
some whore stole Floyd the trucker's phone.
Not just any phone, a jitterbug. Yeah, wow. And then we had a Pink Panther-esque robbery.
Pink Panther-esque.
Remember the Pink Panther used to always leave a glove? Remember, this guy just left a turd in the sink. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
Michael Rosenbaum and his Smallville co-stars take you behind the scenes of one of the greatest shows of all time.
We're going to watch every episode.
Join us. It's Big Talk.
You remember when I had to shave my head?
Oh, I think I was angry with this one.
On Smallville.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
The scene you did, and this is the one that got me fired.
Okay.
What? Here we go.
I love the excursions with me and Welling. It's everything that Superman stands for.
It's Talkville.
Talkville, we always talk about it. It's a great thing.
The Smallville Rewatch Podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.